after my time, apparently.
Maybe the yellow dinosaur, like the
He's the yellow one.
Ankylosaurus or something.
He's the yellow.
Maybe
Baby Bop was green. Yeah. Yes, you should turn me down. Anybody who's on here should turn me down.
I don't give a fuck what people say. Like Barney and the rest of the dinosaurs in the show had good designs and coloration. I mean, look at fucking pinkish purple and green is just such a fucking good combo.
Yes, I will be happy to speak the words for as long as is necessary, for I can fill empty air with meaningless dialogue for as long as is necessary. Oh.
Testing 1 2 1 2. This is about normal Kyle, which is pretty loud. Is this good? Here you go.
Kyle was right. It is BJ.
Which is a bad name. Which is admittedly bad.
Don't love that.
I mean,
but he was like the cool one. If I remember correctly, he rode a skateboard.
Was it like a dinosaur-sized skateboard, or just a really small skateboard under his big dinosaur feet?
No, I think they sized it up appropriately, if I remember correctly.
Fantastic.
They added another dinosaur in like the 2000s named Riff.
His name doesn't begin with a B? Fuck that.
Riff? I heard you on that one. If you're asking for people, if you're asking if you can be heard, I can't hear you.
What is the link to my own Twitch? I don't know the link to my own Twitch. Let's go find it. We're live. Hi. This is going to be Curse of Strahd in a bit. Bear with us. But yeah, we're going to be doing session 0, maybe a little bit of session 1 of Curse of Strahd today.
Yeah.
Where is? Let me just get my Twitch link so I can put it in Discord.
Holy Kyle's DMPC again.
I see a me.
As I always do.
What? Say again?
Said I can't wait to bully your DMPC as I always do. Just fun. The punching bag.
Wow.
It's a fun time.
Let's see. I don't know if.
Yeah, Cuse has probably been probably my favorite DMPC so far.
Hello? Oh. One of the mics works now.
Literally, who's the jar's worst here?
And then you reincarnated him after he ate.
Hi, John, my love. I figured out my mic issue.
Hi, John.
Ooh.
You know what's weird? Oh, there we go. It said I had 0 viewers, but John was actively typing for me, so technically, right? Alrighty. Well, as we settle in, hello, folks. I got the book.
The book? Oh, no.
The deck.
Oh, Kyle's favorite thing, decks of cards.
I used, it was good because of Jess, I have digital Curse of Strahd, and so I didn't have to, like, go to Google Images to find maps or images, I just could, take it right out of the book, so that's pretty useful.
Hell yeah.
Which was a funny thing I encountered when I did Candlekeep, because I was running Candlekeep, and it hadn't been fully digitized yet in a lot of, like, the free sites or the blogs or whatever. And so I didn't own it digitally, and I had it in real life. So I literally had to take pictures myself for some of the maps, because I couldn't find a digital map yet. And that was hilarious.
I feel like that explains some questions I had about image quality.
Yeah, some of them. Alrighty. Sorry, I was DMing twice a week, and I haven't been, and so I feel like I'm a little out of sync. Alright, so...
He's rusty!
Kyle, you live your sorry, guys. I'm throwing
All of
something
my
out.
skills have fled me without the constant sharpening of them.
Sorry, piece of shit.
Playing a completely different system for the last couple of weeks.
4 days a week I'm playing Pathfinder too. Yeah, exactly. And then,
I'm like, I'm gonna do 3 games, and I'm like, so many games.
Guys, I haven't played in months. Months. Life is hard.
no, it is not like riding a bike. It is, it's like climbing a mountain, and I fell down the mountain, and now I have to climb back up the mountain. But, so, I was gonna say, yes, well, speaking of too many games or not enough games, I actually have feelers out, because there were a couple people that weren't available on Wednesdays, like a Gray or a Wyatt or some other people, and so I'm like, well, I still have Mondays, Saturdays, like I'm trying to figure out which other games I have. So, but yeah, alrighty. So you guys have time to think about this. I'll start with it. Don't have to be answers now. In fact, you can probably DM them. If anybody has any triggers or anything that they don't like or like they want to shy away from, you can either A, tell us in this live thing, but if you don't want to do it that way, you can DM me on Discord and say, hey Kyle, I don't like this, or if we can stray away from that. Because as strahd is a horror campaign, there are darker elements in it, from blood and gore to what may happen. So what's up?
Can I recommend, Kyle, that you bring up a couple of topics that are likely to come up over the course of this game? Things like, will there be body mutilation? Will there be heavy use of spiders or arachnophobia? Will there be claustrophobia, suffocation, like eye or finger-related horror? Those kinds of things.
Okay. Several of the things you just said yes.
Well, alright.
Huh. Interesting.
Body horror seems to be a common thread. Gory situations. What's the thing I was thinking of that was violence or death of children, or let's see. Mind control, or like SA, but not straight up SA, just like the mind control element of it, where it's like, hey, vampire brides, stuff like that, where it's like, oh, I don't want the vampire, but now the vampire wants me, so now I have to, kind of thing, mind control.
What? I'm sorry, I heard the acronym SA.
Oh, sexual assault.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yes.
So
Kyle?
Kyle,
But not straight up SA, more like I said, mind control, vampirism type, yeah.
Kyle, there's gonna be vampires in this campaign. That's kind of my trigger. Can we not have
Interesting.
Alright, let's keep a number of facetious jokes about triggers to a minimum, I think.
Well, yes, so I don't feel comfortable talking about them verbally, so if you want to DM me anything you have problems with, let me know. Okay. And then we can go from there. Yep, that's fair. That's completely fair. You guys probably will grow too. JJ messaged me, I don't like gift sorcerers, which is what my DNPC is. And so, yes. But...
So JD's character is a racist.
Yes, exactly. And a classist, too, both.
It's like, man, I sure am glad I'm not in space where I can encounter any gifts. I really just don't like them. Fuck, no.
I appreciate that he both knows that Gif normally live in space, and that by avoiding space he can avoid Gif.
Yes. True.
Been a long research.
That's just totally normal knowledge that people have.
They're not cookie, man.
For questions in the chat, none of the images I use will contain anything like that. Like, I don't think I'll be doing, like, zoom in on a token for, like, blood or anything like that. I don't believe so, especially on the maps or the big images. Now, of course, if there's a zombie, you're going to see, like, the blood on the zombie or the organs out of the body. So, like, you're going to get organ horror and stuff because zombies. or vampirism. But
No.
I guess since if we are going to worry about trigger warnings, which fair enough, it might be a good idea at least at the start some streams, in the messages be like potential trigger warnings this session.
Okay.
Just some content warnings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Because I mean,
Yes,
we're
very smart.
because as players, like, we can relay what we're not okay with and how we can fine tune that, but the people listening might not have that, probably don't have that accommodation.
A little bit harder for them to get that information.
Yeah.
Or to communicate it, rather.
All excellent points. As I said in the chat and Discord, I've never run something dark themed. I've only done like lighthearted misadventures. So I am going to lighten this up. I am going to make it more of a what we do in the shadows as opposed to a what's an actual scary horror. I don't do horror.
Van
People
Helsing.
name actual horror scary movies.
The Grudge.
The Thing.
Dr. Rendale versus Evil.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yes, John Carpenter is a good example. Anything John Carpenter, I am not. So I will say we have a little horror starting out with as maybe this is a good segue. JJ, you want to tell people about your
John Carpenter. I'm sorry. My character,
Daddy?
because I workshopped this with Kyle, his name's Cedar, and he is a mimic that typically takes the form of a chest. I basically am kind of working him to be like, okay, so you guys have been through plenty of adventures in your D&D career where you come across a funny little character in a cave, be it like kobold or goblin. Well, this guy was adopted by a crew of adventurers, and they taught him all sorts of stuff like playing cards, religion. They taught him some stuff about magic, and it was all good and whatnot. So he's an intelligent mimic as well. Apparently, if you look in the bestiary, there's a thing where even though they don't have languages listed for mimics, there's a little thing at the bottom that says sometimes mimics evolve to learn languages, and you can give them money and food and will maybe help you out. And that's basically how it was mine. So he was with this group of adventurers, and they were killed by a werewolf. And he was in chest form. It did not see him, and he has a few of their belongings, and has just been wandering around ever since. I know, it's sad.
I also love the name Cedar. It's such a good because it sounds like a name, but it also makes sense because you made it. So
I bet he smells really good.
They used to say people would be in town, be like, oh, that's a really nice chest. I said, yeah, thanks, it's cedar. Just be lying about it. He does not eat people anymore because he finds it really just not cool to eat intelligent sentient things that he can talk to. He's like, no, that's no.
Shook his
Wait,
head.
that is just a reference to the Lost Brothers Red Delver campaign.
No. Hi, Shook.
Hello.
Yes. That is his little backstory.
Does he not eat people who speak common?
No, he does. He doesn't eat intelligent things that
Our
can
last
speak.
friend's a fan over.
He'll be like, chickens and other things, but he, respects it and knows that people have property. It's not like, I'm just gonna eat whatever. He's civilized and is well aware that people are not very too fond of mimics, so,
Nice.
Would you eat a mute person?
no.
Problem is not language, problem is sentient.
They're doing sign language. He learned sign language, dude.
the reason for this breakdown in communication is because in our side of the game we wanted to explain to a goblin and other creatures you couldn't explain sentience or sapience. So we're like, okay, don't eat things.
He thinks it's sweet common.
And then they're like, well, dogs speak, and we're like, okay, how about don't eat things that speak common? And they're like, what's common? And we're like, what we're speaking right now. And they're like, okay, got it. And so that was our way to get goblins to stop eating people.
And so we get we were collectively growing a clan of just monsters that didn't eat things that spoke common, and we made that,
Everybody
like, a
else
tribe
was
name.
full game, baby.
It was great.
It just worked.
It just works.
Yes. It best works. Why does it work? I don't know.
Luna, you're not a
Also, I
part of
think it was-
this. Luna.
Alright, what have I missed so far?
We've
Otherwise.
gone over like just the intro, and then we just did JJ's character. I'm messaging you something.
Oakley dokley.
I'm making out with my cat.
Oh,
This camera.
That's Kappa.
Cat butt in a can.
So far, one of our viewers says, JJ, you have the favorite character. It's our only character so far.
Hey, you know what? Take it while you can get it.
Yeah. It's hard enough strong, not gonna lie.
it's okay. Nobody's gonna like my character. It's fine.
No, it'll be fine. It's a cat that plays music. Like, come on.
Let's transition to that.
Some meows?
Chuck, who is your character?
Hold on. Oh, I need to struggle not to do Puss in Boots for this.
Do it. Oh my god. Do it. Do it.
Antonio Banderas.
Oh my god, the backseat bar.
No, no.
I am Puss in Boots. Fear me if you dare. Fear me if you dare. No, he has my character is Pepis Muse. He goes by Muse. It is a pun, and I love it, and I will refuse to be told otherwise. But it is not the best name ever. So he is a bard who got a bit of trouble because he liked to cheat in gambling. And because of that, has run away, has been run out of his tribe, and has just been on the run, trying to make money by singing songs of his dastardly deeds and cheating and gambling. So he's been running town to town, and eventually stumbles across in a tavern, gets handed a letter by a mysterious stranger. Possibly, and is foretold of riches.
Stop there.
Alright, so none of us, I don't know how we're supposed to come together yet.
Don't, when you're going over your character,
Oh,
don't go into the hook.
was not told that.
Yeah.
No, he didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, I apologize. I thought that was like this part's a secret.
No, I did not. I did not understand it for Straw when I was reading it myself. When I tried to run it myself, so I didn't understand. I did not understand the hook part of it. I was like, how the heck did we get to the place? I just started them in it.
That place is up to you, but you are in that place.
Yeah, I was struggling with it, so I just threw them right in it.
No problem.
I did not understand. My bad.
Jess.
Yes.
Oh, I do want to say that my character's one other thing is he is very much trying to avoid combat if he can. He doesn't want to be involved in it. He will help. He just is probably not going to do damage. I think it's more part.
Fighting dudes is scary, IRL.
Yeah!
You don't want to get in a fight.
He's a cat! He don't want to be there.
I'm just a little cat.
I'm just a cat in boots and a nice Hawaiian shirt.
Just a little pussy.
Hey,
I wasn't going to say it.
Yeah, who are you fighting?
Sorry.
So I am Violet Greylight. You can also just call me Vi. I am I don't know what to tell. How much of my history am I supposed to tell?
That's up to you. If you want to keep it a secret, you don't have to. If you just want to like state your race and your class and end it there, you can do that. It depends on how much you would want us to know, either in character or out of character. So it's completely up to you.
I'm gonna say technically, I am a human, but I was raised by the Fae. I was technically switched at birth. I fully believe I'm Fae. I'm on a mission. I'm very childlike, but also have a sinister side to myself that can switch at any time, much like the Fae. I'm on a mission to find my doppelganger. And that's all I will tell you.
Ooh.
I am a fighter. Say, I may talk like an ooh girl. Who knows?
Yes, I also. If you
Ooh.
don't have voices pinned down, or if you're not doing a voice, that's fine too. I have no idea what my guy's gonna sound like. I'm probably just going to make something up until it sticks.
Also, please don't expect Muse to say is Puss in Boots. That's my temporary one because I didn't have time to actually plan a voice.
Dude, do Spanish. Come on, it'd be funny. No, no.
I'd have to figure out how to do what's that, like the... I will indeed. I will play music for this. I swear to God, I will, on God. I will play music for this, that's bored.
Or a threat?
Yes.
Cool. I like you already, Shook.
Thank you.
Wes.
Have JJ and Shook never played together before?
JD. Not JD.
So,
Oh. Whew.
I will probably be changing that picture FYI at some point.
Okay.
But gosh, let's see if I can actually do this accent. Hi lads and lasses. The name is Colette. I'm a lovely lady hill dwarf who's grown up a bit of a rough life, being the youngest of 7.
Holy
and-
shit, was your parents Catholic?
Yes. No, we were part of the. Well, they did go to church, and as such, I did grow up actually as a follower of Kellenvor. Did what work I could on the streets, earning coin for the family to get by, and it was during one of these times as an adventurer that I was invited to the Font of Knowledge in Waterdeep, and also have started worshipping, alongside Kellenvor Ogmar. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. Just odd jobs here and there. Oh yeah, actually, as far as my character looks like, I should probably describe that beyond just dwarf.
Does she have a beard?
Yeah. No, I'm going beardless, despite my better decisions. I know.
Well, you're not gonna follow Tolkien's rules?
I could, and it's definitely consideration, but I don't know. We'll see. Now that you brought it up, we'll see.
I always prefer to not bearded.
Yeah.
I would say in my head, kind of like female dwarves can either they can grow beards or they can't.
Yes.
Because I feel like there's a stigma between that. It's just like, no, I prefer the bearded.
Yeah.
But I get some people
How are you
no,
supposed to romantically beard one another's beards if your lady doesn't have a beard?
Right?
But pale skin, black hair, and like a bun normally. Got glasses, just general nerdly look with some light mauve eyes. I'm fairly young for a dwarf at the age of 60. And yeah, I'd also generally wear, at least out in adventuring times and stuff where it doesn't matter too much, I do like wearing 2 medallions, one to Ogma and one to Kellenvor.
And then you said you're planning to go rogue and cleric?
Yeah, I will be taking a level in cleric as soon as we level up, so I will be full on partial like divine powers and everything. And I get the whole thing with the ghost behind me is I'm going phantom rogue as well. So a lot of my knowledge and stuff comes from spirits. Yeah.
He's a phantom.
Say, I was gonna be a phantom rogue, but then you're like, I'm gonna be a phantom rogue, so I'm like, I probably don't want to kill the campaign ahead of time, because every time I try to be a phantom rogue, the campaign stops, so figure I'd let you have it.
Oh, sorry. I saw people asking about the journal pages. I have them all made, it's just you guys weren't in Roll 20 at the time. So, now that you let me start.
Apologies, it's all my fault.
Let's see, so let's get this
Well,
to...
Kyle also came late, so, you know.
Yes, but I had the journal pages made days ago. Okay, let's see.
Days.
Where's that? So you'll start to see them as I assign them. Oh, I can just make them open to everybody.
You can make them visible to everyone and then assign them to individual people.
Yes. That's what I meant.
In everyone's journals, but only editable by X person.
Yes. I actually was doing that backwards, and I was doing the opposite. Let's change that.
Therapists be like, tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
My depressed ass be like, ain't nothing.
Aww.
Does anyone?
Sorry, I stole that from a YouTuber.
Does anyone what, Kyle?
In Roll20, it's doing a thing
Mhm.
where when you open up when you open up the profile, it pops up the "Do you want to create a character?" And I don't want that to be there. Like usually, it pops up the info page first. Is that
I just have bio and info. I don't have the.
It's done that to me as well. Yes. I do not know why it defaults to that, but it is annoying.
When you guys click on it as players, is it just going right to your info, or is it going to the character master?
Yeah, I
It's
just
just
have
going
bio and info. I don't think I can do anything on there though. I don't know about anyone else.
I just got a whole.
Yeah, when I go to
setup,
the
yeah.
journal tab, all I can see is the characters, and there's 3 of us.
Yes, I'm working.
I only see 2 characters. No, I see 3, but I clicked on mine and I can.
All the characters. That's not what I was asking. What I'm saying is, for those of you that can see your character when you click on it, do you see a journal or do you see a character sheet?
I have the character sheet sitting right in front of me now.
Mine just says bio and info. It doesn't say any character.
Yeah,
sheet.
it's just my token.
Jess, is that your actual character, or are you looking at someone else's character?
No, I was looking at mine.
It literally has my character's name on it, just with no stats listed on the sheet because I haven't done anything.
Hey, it's been a while.
Is Wes in here? There you are.
Hello.
Also, I did change my name, Kyle, from Septorian to Coolette. I felt like Septorian didn't really like vibe with Ravenlock / Waterdeep.
Yeah. Are you Colette, like from
It'll bug me if I don't do this.
I googled alternate like Dwarven language is actually Dwarven for Abbey.
my brain just blanked. With Cosette and
Is Cosette from Les Mis?
yeah, Les Mis.
Nah, it's apparently Dwarven for Abbey based on a certain game.
I
Don't worry
see.
about the game.
I see, Signore.
Just gonna use Maeve. Maeve's a cool name.
Maeve.
I fucking love that name.
Well, I
Old Irish
fucking
style
love
music.
you, man.
Marcus, are you improv?
Yep.
Yes, that's what I thought.
That's my name. Funny enough, terrible at actually doing that.
Me too.
Oh, well,
It's a skill set that not many of us get a chance to practice in our day-to-days.
I mean, even as an actor, I prefer give me the lines to work on.
Okay, everybody now has a sheet. And
Oh, yeah, sheet. Yeah, now I can see that.
Do we?
Even JD,
Movie?
even though I don't know what. Well, that's JD's like unknown character.
Oh, I do.
Right, we'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of, let's go back to things.
Now I can RP by myself.
Mark.
Yes, you're looking at my. I go by Bancroft. I am an SMR paladin. I'm trying to think of what I could, Yeah, and of course this is my guess you say, for lack of better terminology, angel patron. Basically has me doing job for him, avenging people who've been wronged. And this one is going to eventually obviously take us into going after vampires. The perfect place for me to get out my anger issues on.
Do you want my switch?
Alright. And then Marcus. I didn't mean to put Mark and Marcus together, and now I just keep like Mark, Marcus, Marcus, Mark, and it's
Yeah.
Marcus, what are you?
My name is Zephyr. I am a vampire blood hunter. I'm super surprised I was able to that I'm allowed to play this flat.
It's official. Semi-official.
It's approved by the council.
Yeah.
But Bloodhunter or Dom Fear Bloodhunter?
Blood hunter.
Oh, right. Oh. Hey, if it's on D&D Beyond, it's legit.
Yep.
Alright.
Oh, great answer.
I am part of the Order of the Gauntlet, and I'm pursuing some travelers because I believe they might
Don't
have some.
say that part.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't say that part either, because that's part of...
The adventure hooks will come up when we start the game.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, they're fine.
It's okay, I made the mistake first, so.
All good, yes. Not a problem. Let's see here. So that is that part. I do have some bookkeeping stuff here. Let's see. So sure, you said you hadn't yet picked a faction. If you wanted one, you could go with none, or you could decide on another.
Yeah, I was just looking through them all, and none of them particularly stuck out for my character.
Yeah, there's none that are like any kind of like a bard would be attractive.
Yeah.
Specifically, if you wanted to just be part of like a generic, if you're like a con man type, if you wanted to be part of like a generic thieves guild or something, you can do that as well. Or you can be completely unaffiliated as well.
I kind of feel like unaffiliated also works better for the backstory.
Okay.
Just because he kind of doesn't have a place to go. That kind of his thing. That was okay, of course.
I'm going to message you something.
Oh, please. Were we just editing directly on the sheet then, or did people do the character manager for the Roll20 stuff? Because I'm seeing, how do you want to create this character now?
Oh, you don't have to do anything there. That's if people want to have a Roll20 character, like for example, I know Dalton and some other players like Roll20 character sheets. You can 100% do that. But if you just use D&D Beyond, that's fine too. And you can put optional stuff into your info section or notes if you want to there.
Okay.
You can also just do nothing with it.
Alright,
It
sounds good.
helps us talk in our character name too.
That's
So
true.
Yeah, that is the big thing.
I also messaged you something just now.
Okay.
Uh,
Give me a second.
Why are you not thinking? There's that. I just did that. It should be everybody. Oh, my DMPC. Forgot about him.
because we need that, because we don't have enough players.
As usual, he will not be in the thing unless we're down. So if we are at 5 players, DMPC. If not, we're good. I always put them in. Their background helpful in terms of like if things are stuck, or I can like shove the party along the right way.
Are you trying to railroad us, you fucker?
No, like if the party's literally like, oh, what do we do now? You have an NPC you can talk to.
Hey.
Sometimes. But yeah, more than likely.
A while and listen.
But yeah, more than likely, like I said, as for you, it's a substitute character. But yeah, he is a hippo man, a GIF from space. He is a sorcerer, super accident prone. He was a traveling magician, like bardic style, trying to actually be an entertainer. He was so accident prone though that he couldn't master his tricks. He'll try to do card tricks and fail, and so he's now just become like, he's using his magic as actual magic as a sorcerer and trying his hand at like more heroism rather than entertainment. That's that.
I need you to know that JJ started this with the threat to bully Kyle's DMPC, and Kyle responded with the most bullyable DMPC I've ever heard of.
He was like, you're entertaining.
I would hope that he's sympathizable, because you feel bad for the guy. but
Hey, this guy sounds super bullyable.
Hey, if Tempest uses Vixer's Mockery on him, can it be a bonus action?
His name is Muse. He's going to introduce himself as Muse.
if you specifically use vicious mockery on him, it's a free action. It's
Permanent. Permanent Vicious Mockery.
That is great. Fantastic.
Where was I going now? So JD, any thoughts on?
Yeah. So I was going between two concepts that I plan to kind of bounce off the rest of the group. Y'all all seem remarkably set in your characters. I was hoping to get like a bit of background as to what like we would need to be invested in to make sure that my character would have reason to be here. I like from what I worked out with you, Kyle, kind of privately. I think I'm going to go with Alexandra Krasinski. She is going to be a human inventor and someone obsessed with an entity, Kyle, that you and I discussed.
Yeah.
I have decided that she is obsessed with this entity. She has been chasing after it for the majority of her life, and she's made some strides towards it recently. Not going to go into any details, but she's gotten... I think I'm actually just going to leave it there. I mentioned that I will be essentially much like the DMPC. I will be a backup individual, as I find that I do terribly well in particularly large groups of D&D players. So I will appear kind of intermittently as Alexandra is introduced and discarded. But I'm going to add some character art, because I found a picture that I liked and I want to for her.
It's sad to have a character who's only coming in now and again. It's not a DMPC. Now, this isn't even the largest party I ever played with.
We all have our particular conditions under which we do our best work.
True.
It's some of the biggest party I've been in.
Yeah. 6 or 7.
I think
I've been in only like 4 or 5. So...
It was like we had 10 to 12 people, I think.
That's
Fights were long.
insane.
Yeah. I think we're also games we started at 7 p.m. and went till like 7 a.m. Friday night games that went all night long.
Kyle, I have a question. What is the state of firearms technology as of the setting of this game?
Gunslingers exist, and
Someone wants
artificers
grenades.
Who work with guns exist. I would say that buying bullets and things like that is probably not a common thing. So crafting would have to be the go-to.
I mean, I'm down for that, absolutely.
But yeah.
Fantastic. Because I was gonna offer just like, can I have a crossbow and call it a pistol? But if we are actually using firearms rules, then I will have to look at those for the first time ever in D&D Beyond.
Yes, as long as your artificer has proficiency with
Well,
firearms.
artificers can start with firearm proficiency if that's a thing in the world.
Yeah.
Hence why I'm asking.
Yes.
I feel like if there's any setting that firearms are gonna be in, it's fucking strahd. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a Van Helsing.
Also, you, Kyle and JD, you may need to figure this out because I believe there's 2 separate rules for firearms. There's the DMG firearms, and then there's, I forget where the other one comes from, but there's a separate rule for firearms. That's I don't think it's technically official rules, but it's close enough. It's for the gunslinger class or whatever For fifth
Oh,
ed.
is that the one that Matt Mercer would have met? No, not Matt Mercer. Well, no, I guess he would have for the first season of Critical Role, wouldn't he?
Yeah, Percy was
Yeah.
Probably.
I would say by deep, because you're not going gunslinger class, we'll use the 5e rules for firearms, where otherwise where artificer rules would subject that. And then, yeah, if there's anything, JD, that you're like, oh, the gunslinger does this, my artificer could they, and we could always figure out if we want to swap class features or whatever you need to.
Sure. I don't intend to go deep into that. It's more just like, hey, can this be a thing that she has?
Yes. Okay. Well, yes, I have given several. I've given all of you. I've talked to all of you about plot hooks. I have. That's what the D4 you rolled was actually for. The D4 determined plot hooks. So, in a second. I also messaged you all to see if your character would be part of a faction. The reason I did that is because the factions, either having a faction and which faction, or having no faction, gave a starting reward. So if you pick no faction, you still get a reward. It's just a different reward than each of the 5 factions has. Funnily enough, only 3 out of the 8 of us. Well, I count as 1. So 4 out of the 8 of us, half of us picked a faction. The other 4 chose to be factions. And the 4 of us that did choose a faction, none of us chose the same faction. So.
Oh, I love that.
Who is, I probably should ask this on stream, so I will just message someone. Oh, that's pretty neat. I like you're like, I'm not gonna go too strong into guns, send me a picture with a gun.
It's a good picture, and it's one of the few of the, like, art libraries that I have, in the art library that I have, that isn't, like, this weird waifish wisp of a woman.
Hey, whatever lets you sleep at night, JD.
The fact that she has a gun is still a thing, it's just not the whole thing.
Is it bad taste to ask someone in the comments who they are?
Incredible.
Just be like, hey, you.
Elaborate.
So one of the people that said they play with Dalton, and I'm like, oh, who is this person? Because I don't recognize the screen name.
Who is it?
Oh no.
But I also don't want to call them out and be like, oh, blank and blank is Bob. You know what I mean? So, alright, cool. Back to it. I'm importing your artificers.
That means I have to come and see who it is.
If you know who it is, message me and don't say it out loud.
Or message everyone else and don't tell Kyle.
There's that too.
Yo, I can use that as vicious mockery material. You don't know who that person is in the chat.
Yes, I was calling the screen name out, but I wasn't calling it's Shannon. So it's Shannon in the chat.
Okay.
That's hilarious. No, I had no idea what your Twitch name was, so I'm just like, oh, we have a new random person. I had no idea what your Twitch name was, so I'm just like, okay.
Aw, Shannon, he doesn't know you. Can you believe this shit?
I just don't know who Lyrical Lyriel is. Wow, your token's taking forever to upload. Did you send me like a GIF or a movie? Like, what did you say?
105 kilobytes.
I wonder if it froze.
New York internet.
Yeah, in the middle of it, yeah.
No doxing. Maybe we're in Virginia.
That old Delaware internet.
You wish. We wish.
Oh, I'm silly. You know what I did?
Deleted it.
From Discord to Roll20. I didn't download it. I just tried to move it from one program to another program.
Yeah, that's not gonna work real well.
Back in a second. What it took forever to drag.
Oh my god, I froze it. It's like, don't understand the input.
What have you done to me?
I'll wait for that.
So there is Alexandra. It's funny too, because did you actually look up like Barovian names or anything like that?
No, the name is like Eastern European, but
Which
is that like in keeping with Barovian names?
Yeah,
Yes.
like it's very Russian, Eastern European.
I can change it if it makes it easier for like just game purposes.
No, that's fine. The only reason I was it's a similar name to that last name that NPCs have. So
I will say, for reasons, Kyle, this might be an alias of hers.
Okay, that makes sense. Like, you would take on a Barovian name while you're in Barovia. Yeah. Alrighty. Since we got character introductions out of the way, and we've made all of the decisions... yes, all my boxes are checked. I already... Oh, hey! Here's a little fun game. Everybody roll a D100, please.
Oh no.
Exciting.
We have to double this D4.
Oh boy.
33, bitches.
52.
Hey, stop using all your good rolls. Well, no, you don't got many.
64.
Are we all rolling D100s?
Yeah,
So they're...
we here roll a D100 once each.
No.
Ooh, I got a 95.
Holy shit.
Look at me go.
Are you alive?
31!
Someone got lower than me and Jess.
Woo!
I want them to all be unique, so if a second person rolls something within the same bracket, I will have that second person reroll. But
I got
let's
a 10.
see how that works. Nobody reroll yet. I will deal with it when we come to it.
Pretty
2, 3, 4, 5.
How did you manage a 10 on a D100? I'm kind of impressed.
Yeah. I strive for excellence over here.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Someone is, man.
Missing someone who did not do it. Let's see. Me, Cedar, Tempest, Marcus.
It makes sense that Kyle rolled a 66 because he's a devil.
Oh my god.
Are we missing some? Let's see. Jess, JD, Marcus, Chuck, JJ, and me. 7 out of 8. So yes, we are missing someone. Who did I miss?
I rolled. I'm guessing it didn't show up on roll 20, but
Oh,
it is in the. It is in the beyond rolls, or at least it should be. I got a 95.
A 95. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew he was a cheater.
Okay, so I'll do West.
Yeah.
So let's start at the top here. Jess. You got 33, eh?
Mm-hmm.
33 means. Your character starts the adventure. Oh, not starts.
Uh-oh.
This happens a little bit, not a little bit, like literally 5 minutes in. So I'll keep these rolls for a secret, soon-to-be-determined purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting.
A lot of secrets.
Okay.
A secret soon to be determined purpose.
Let's see here.
I'm not getting pregnant from a barmaid this time and having birth to a 10-year-old child on a mountain in a snowstorm.
Hey, I need you to know that you did that to yourself.
Yes.
What kind of...
I did not.
What kind of a cat barn are you? Barry the cat barn? Barry the platypus! Sorry, I can help myself. Platypus.
Harry the Martin.
Does anybody have any questions for me before we go further?
Why did we
Does
roll
anyone
those
reroll?
that 1 out of 4 again?
The 1 out of 4 is what determined your hook, which when we start in a second, you'll find out what that D4 meant and like why I did it.
Okay.
What's Strahd's biggest weakness? Any fears at all? Or thing?
Does he have like a mommy fetish that we can exploit?
Anything that we can exploit? Like, is he trying to evade
Yeah.
taxes?
Does he have like something I can viciously mock?
Is he really into tentacles? Because I'm sure we could whip some up.
You seem known to be particularly vulnerable to bullets.
Or bullying.
You can viciously mock Strahd's tiny little bat dick.
Oh, that's something I want to ask you guys, because I haven't come up with a voice yet. How the fuck should a hippo talk? Does anybody have any suggestions?
Have you ever played Five Nights at Freddy's?
No.
Have you ever heard Mr. Hippo? Anyone in the chat, you know what I'm talking about?
No,
Well, it
fully
seems
what the
that
fuck are
you
you talking about?
died, but
Is-
don't worry. It reminds me of my
Look up hand, look
friend.
up all hand
Marvel
over
Deal.
Is
That
West
was
two
kinda
dancing
dumb.
squares for anybody else, or is that just me?
Peter Potamus. That's a good one, Mark. 1 second. We'll look up Peter.
What was that, Jess?
Did you get thing that I sent you?
I said, is West two dancing squares for anybody else?
Yeah, Wes. You might want
Yes.
to turn your camera off and turn it back.
I don't know about you guys, but I see Wes in roll 20.
Oh, that's why.
Oh.
Wes, you gotta turn your. Oh,
Well,
I
what the
thought
hell?
I turned it off for everybody. Oh, I can only talk for myself. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bandwidth and stuff. You might want to go to. Because your computer might be trying to send 2 signals. So go to your audio video and roll 20 and go to others can hear or see none, and others I can hear or see none.
Who the hell is Scott?
That would explain the echo.
Per game basis.
Yeah, it's
Still
wild. Yeah.
showing me.
Oh wait, Shook, are you Scott? I forgot.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh my God,
Yes.
gross! Change it. No, you're not.
Yeah, I can do that.
and then Wes, you'll have to
We have
now
like
kill your
4
Discord
Scotts
account
in our
and
Discord.
restart.
I don't like the lowercase one. There we go.
There you go. It was shocking. I was shooketh.
Like,
You were shooketh?
I'm going to play a.
But were you super shook?
Well,
Shout out.
That's the song. That's not helpful. I don't want the song. I want him talking.
Okay. Let's
wow,
try
we're
it.
so organized, guys. This is the best.
Have you heard the tragedy of Darth Hippo the Wild?
For some reason, I think of him as having an English accent, and I think that he has a lisp.
I also vote for fancy English gentleman.
I think you should sound like David. My Animal Crossing impression doesn't come through. Curses.
Does he have a monocle? Because I feel like he should.
You definitely should.
He did a little bit of
Not like
that.
Snagglepuss from Hanna-Barbera.
I could be a Minecraft villager. Huh.
All right, sing the song.
I'm not good at, what do you call it? I can just make wacky voices sometimes if I try, but I'm not good at impressions.
Kyle's voice always ends up being Kyle's voice anyways.
That's not true for, like, I think Foos was a good, like, but yeah, like, Kargar was Kyle. Fenric was Southern Kyle. Yeah. You're right. Sometimes it slips into Kyle, but I'd like it to not be. So.
The story of a man.
Can you pull off a Sean Connery?
Sean Connery.
What you got, Jack?
I'm still trying to figure out a voice of mine.
Or you could be
Me, I'm
a
mimic.
Southern hippo. a Forrest Gump, if you'll have
I
it.
kind of like Southern bands.
I can turn music to Vegeta. It's not a very Vegeta, but it's not Vegeta. Damn it!
Go away!
Right.
Golly.
I'm a pile.
Yes, Kyle, keep it. That's the one.
I'm a pile. Go away.
I'll declare.
Oh, gym neighbors.
I like it a lot.
Now.
Oh yeah, I am a mimic.
Crikey.
Yeah, well,
Oh my god, crocodile
Genevieve.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Do you have any
Why they be so fine? Then boom.
Clam
Funny.
chowder. Yo, chowder head. I'm not doing that.
Thank you.
Hey, Kelly guy.
You could always depend on the kindness of a stranger.
Somebody who's a good goalkeeper, just one of you, can somebody write down those D100s, because at some point the chat's going to fill up with numbers and I'm going to lose them. And so,
I will volunteer.
Oh, that's right. Who's going to be our note taker? Not it.
Not it.
Hold on, I'm on this right now.
I know that, Wes, you were the inventory keeper in Candlekeep. Would you like to maintain that position?
We would like for you to maintain that.
I'm not opposed. Yeah.
Good. I would say normally we push it on JD, but he's not always going to be here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, JD, I know
Wait, who is?
I thought of a fun idea where, like, what if you were Strahd? Like, what if I just made JD?
What if you were daddy?
Yeah.
Kyle, you know that I do good at playing your NPCs. But now you've said it.
I know, exactly. So we're not gonna do it. What? Maybe I have to pay and switch. Now
Maybe
I
that's
need a
the
clown
base
nose to
switch.
keep me
we're
warm.
not doing it.
Is
Oh, my God.
64. Okay.
Um,
I have all the numbers written down too.
thank you. Alright, so I think
No harm in having multiple note takers.
I think it can't hurt because people lose notes and people don't have things, and yeah.
Yeah, it happened all the time when I was during the last one's Fit Delver for me.
Marcus, I know you're saying that you tried for Code Vein. I just see Bleach. Like, that person totally looks like one of the Bleach, either Arankars or like one of the head commanders. Like, I just
He does look like that dude from the Arankar. The one with the pink hair. You know the one. The scientist.
No, I never watched Code Man, so I don't.
No, I'm talking about Bleach.
Bleach.
Oh.
Shook, your character kind of looks like it should be on a front porch and it should be in Deliverance.
Last time I watched. Wait, how about what? How about me, Chad?
Yeah, he said your cat looks like it should be on a porch and it should be in Deliverance.
The only banjos intensifies.
Yes, how do I turn myself up in Streamlabs? Because according to Shannon,
Sorry.
I'm quiet compared to all of you, which seems insane.
So, when you look at your mic,
My auxiliary just turned that little bar up.
that slide, yeah.
Alright, testing, audience watching, let me know.
This is crazy. Also, if you need to, you could take your desktop audio and slide it down if you
And
want to
that's all
turn
that you have?
us. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, alright. Right now they're both at max. I will see if I should turn everybody else down. But
Yeah, you probably turn us now.
Probably a good idea.
This is crazy because normally you're the loudest thing in existence.
Yeah.
You might have
Yeah.
overcorrected expecting yourself to be louder.
I don't even think I've
You-
ever pressed those bars.
You underestimated my power.
Shook, I was just gonna make that. Stop.
I pulled the idea right out of your head.
Shannon, are those levels better? Let me know. Okay, so.
Say, normally John is on the levels committee.
John
What's
is
going
in-
on, John?
He commented on the audio. Okay.
Wow.
So, my oven timer just went off. Talk amongst yourselves. Burning food. Beer time.
Suspected!
Hippo guy, right?
Burning
So we're mugging
food.
Hippo guy.
At least he's honest.
We're mugging Hippo guy.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on Hippo guy
I was
right
gonna
now.
go crawl and go get my
For
little
that
blanket.
reason, then take out.
You want this one?
No,
Vicious
I
Hippo
wanna
guy?
get the knitted one I have so that it's not as
Because
bulky.
it's Kyle's character.
Oh, I like bulky things.
Reasons.
I did 4 damage to him. If he fails the DC.
Well, Titty, get out of the way.
Here's me as a player. I guarantee you these modules are based for what? 4 or 5 players normally? So, and we're gonna have on average 6 of us, if not 7 most nights. We should be, he obviously is gonna have to either add a couple of fucking creatures to these, and do whatever random encounters, or we're gonna be wiping the floor with this shit. Too quick. Unless, of course, my character suddenly can't roll and hits broad, turns into a stormtrooper and get hit broadside of the farm.
Uh-huh.
While he's standing next to the fucking thing.
As is
There you
tradition.
go.
Yeah, so let's see my impression of Cuse when he finally finds Strahd's treasure.
Your
Yeah,
character's
got
gonna
it.
hit my game. I'm terrified of it.
Guys, this is what Muse is gonna look like when he finally finds Strahd's treasure.
Good job.
Thank you.
Alright. Okay. Did somebody say something plot-wise while I was on, or just I thought I heard something about
No, I was saying that's how my character's gonna be when he finds the treasure. That's what he wants.
before Chuck, like somebody.
Yeah, we're robbing the hippo guy.
Yeah, I did 4 damage.
Yeah, it doesn't
Can I get a
work very
DC
well.
13 Wisdom save from
In this
Hippo?
case.
I mean, he has nothing of value, but sure, I'll do that.
But it's still
He is
comfy.
literally a homeless magician.
It's comfy.
He dies of 1d4 emotional damage.
Emotional
I'll
damage.
just bring in his brother, who's also
Oh,
a
shit.
magician. He's a blue hippo, though.
And he has an even bigger
Yo,
mindset.
okay, hold on. No, I need to bring up this. Okay, hold on. Yo, hold up.
Also, you named your character Dresden, right?
Yeah, Dresden is my hippo.
Yo, isn't the Hippo Carnival from Yu-Gi-Oh? Nah, the Hippo Carnival, the spell card. It's all the dancing hippos. All the Yu-Gi-Oh ones. There's a card called Hippo Carnival.
I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in like 10 years, so I don't know.
You special summon 3, if I remember, you special summon 3 Hippo tokens, which are just trash, but they can't be tributed, and you can't summon monsters from the extra deck while you have a Hippo token in the monster zone. They're literally trash.
It's actually
They're just the stall. It's Scapegoat, but worse.
It's actually an adorable card art, though.
Oh.
It is.
Let's see.
I actually knew what he was talking about. Oh, will it show it?
Come on.
Will the camera actually focus?
Yeah, there it is.
There you
There it
go.
is.
Oh, it's what, Scapegoat?
Hippo Carnival.
Oh, hippo carnival, yeah.
Scapegoat, but worse.
Oh, yeah.
Scapegoat was worse.
This one was not. Alright, so I think all of my initial setup is good then. You all have your things, you have your tokens. We've done introductions. Cool. With that being... Oh, what's up?
Have we met each other yet, or
No,
what?
that's where
Okay.
we're going. We're going to go into the plot hooks now.
I
Vis-a-vis
like popcorn.
the beginning of session 1.
Oh.
Woo!
Alright. So going in, no, none of you know each other. None of you, I mean, unless you decide otherwise, unless you're like, oh no, me and this person live in this area, I'm not gonna, like, say no to that, but by default, none of you know each
I
other.
like how I viciously mock him on the joke.
Unless any of you bitches are from the Feywild.
But, so,
Not really.
that being
No.
said, we enter our first scene, which is asking. And I have stuff.
Ah. There's a me at the table.
Kill it.
Have some more hay.
These tokens are a little bit outside for that map.
Well, I would argue that they're like, so look, I would argue that
No, I know, I'm just messing with you.
they're about the right size for the map. They're half a person. But you just don't see their legs. But if you added legs to the tokens, they'd be the right size.
Yeah, you think I drew legs? I barely know how to draw hands. And by that I mean I don't know how to draw hands. Just look at the token.
Well, that's why you drew paws.
In your defense, hands are the hardest things to draw.
Accurate.
Yeah,
no,
they
what the
always
worst
are.
part is? What the worst part is? Well, I just said fuck it when I got to the hands. The face took me way longer to draw. I have like 4 pages of me trying to draw cat faces. Because I just couldn't find one I liked.
You put in the effort, and that's what counts.
Exactly. It's bad, but I drew it, therefore it's good.
There you go. There you go. Surely that
You know what?
attitude will never get you in trouble.
So
No, of course not.
So this is specific.
I totally have an important job or something, but
Alright,
I
let's
can't
let
have
Kyle
that.
start.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So obviously this is specifically for Jess and Shook. Because you guys rolled the same on your. Okay, so to adventurers such as yourself, what you see is but another dull tavern, another dull town, and some nameless province. It is but another span of time between challenges of adventuring. Outside the tavern, a fog lies over the town this evening. The damp, cobbled pavement glistens as the lights of the street lanterns dance across the slick stones. The fog chills the bones and shivers the soul of anyone outside. Yet inside these tavern walls, the food is hearty, the ale is warm and frothy. A fire blazes in the hearth, and the tavern is alive with the tumbling voices of country folk. You do see what's in the picture. There's people all around. I would say, Jess, Violet probably kind of blends in with the folk that are here. Muse, on the other hand, well, there is a goat eating at the table. So
Yeah.
There's 100% a goat eating at the table. So Muse, you would be fine. So let's start with Jess. What would you say you're doing here? What are you presently in the action of while you're at this tavern? What's Violet doing?
Violet came here, I believe, due to a letter, correct?
No, the letter hasn't happened yet. Anything I sent you specifically about the setup hasn't happened yet. This is why are you here, and then we'll start the setup. You know what I mean?
Okay. Violet is looking for her doppelganger. She had lost the trail and has come here for the night to get food and drink and to continue plotting and trying to pick up the trail again in the morning.
Yes, unfortunately, the tavern seems to be a dead end. Although you were looking for possible clues or something, you can always start tomorrow. But none of the patrons or the employees had anything helpful, and you wonder why you're at this tavern in this spot if there's nothing around here that's helpful. All right. Similarly, Muse. Are you playing music? Are you eating and drinking?
Approximately what time is it at this point?
It's evening.
Alright, I probably had a couple of drinks. I'm trying to get some music on before I get some scam on. So, he'd probably stand up. I could do something if you want to be...
I did realize I kind of shortchanged you, Jess, if you want to roll me an investigation, and likewise, sure, if you want to roll me performance.
Sure.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, on that 15, Chuck, what instrument do you play? What is
what do I have on? I forget what I put on. A lute. I have a lute, but it's really like a ukulele, because that way I can later on, once I have to mess with my mic settings, so it actually comes through, but I could play my ukulele.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's a lute, but it looks like a ukulele.
Yeah. A lute, ukulele,
a ukulele. Ukulele.
So you are playing your ukulele, and the audience seems to be in it. You have people dancing around, but they're drunken. So
Here's a tale from a faraway land.
Take the compliments with a grain of salt. They are all drunk.
So am I. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Violet, on a 19, you go up to the bartender, and you ask about, the possibility of seeing if somebody who looks like you has been around here. And the bartender, I've never seen no one looking like you around here before.
Well, she's probably looks like me, but not as pretty, probably dirty, probably smelly, like me, but not like me. You understand?
He reaches below the counter and pulls out a plate. Then he polishes it and he holds it up and he goes,
Oh yeah.
Just a reflection. I never seen no one as a second person.
Say she pulls out a parchment, which is a badly drawn version of herself with a mustache and mud on it. She's like, "Are you sure you haven't seen this girl?"
He shakes his head and moves on to the next customer. You would know that with that 19 that you've investigated everybody here, and a dead end doesn't make sense. This is where the trail led. This is supposed to be pit stop on the next way, and so you don't quite grasp that.
Someone is holding out on me, and she gets this dark cloud over her head almost, and she glares around the room.
But while you are thinking about that, and while Muse is playing the music, suddenly the tavern door swings open, and a hush darkly colored clothes are draped in loose fields about him, and his hat hangs askew, hiding his eyes in shadow. Without hesitation, he walks up to the main table and stands proudly in a wide stance with folded arms. Let me show you what he looks like before I continue that.
Oh my.
Daddy?
MG.
I mean, I'd hit it.
He walks over to Muse, interrupting your performance.
Do you mind, my friend? At least waiting till the song is over.
I wait for no one. I am here for a very important business.
Okay.
I have been sent to deliver you a message. If you be a creature of honor, you will come to my master's aid at first light. He points over to Violet and he goes, "You two, come over here post haste, if you please."
She looks at him and she's like, I don't post haste for anyone unless it suits me.
He looks at Muse and he goes, "Will you come with me over to her? I must talk to you both about the master's wishes."
Does it look like everyone around me is no longer is now annoyed that the music is stopped and is not interested?
They want to party. The party's not happening anymore. They all sidle to different parts of the bar.
Well, I suppose you all did ruin my show, so I guess I have no other options. Let's go.
So you get the idea that he would have grabbed you by your collar had you said no. So thank you for agreeing. And so you go.
Well, if that is the feeling that he got, he would have agreed anyway. He absolutely would not want that conflict.
"We must get to my master by first light. It is not advisable to travel the Smalich woods at night." He pulls from his tunic two sealed letters, addressed one to each of you, in beautiful flowing script. He drops the letters on the table. "Take the west road. From here, some 5 hours march, down through the Smalich woods. Then you will find my master in Barovia."
Ooh, this is pretty. She immediately rips open the envelope.
Amid the silent stares of the patronage, they stride to the bar and say to the barkeep, "Fill the glasses, one and all. Their throats are obviously parched." He drops a heavy purse of gold on the bar. With that, he leaves. The babble of tavern voices resume, although somewhat subdued. The two letters lying before you. The seal in the shape of a crest you don't recognize.
My letter is not laying before me. It is ripped into tiny little pieces as I rip into it and immediately read it.
So I do have handouts, so let me pull up something.
Oh,
this is
I haven't opened the letter yet myself, though.
Yes, this is just the crest on the outside, so this is the stamp.
Okay. And do I recognize that
It
the
looks
location
like a
Barovia? Do I know that?
squished beetle moth.
Okay.
In this part of the time period or whatever, Barovia is not known. Like, you can roll for it if you want, but no matter your roll,
Nope,
you wouldn't know.
that's fine. No, if I wouldn't have heard of it, I ain't gonna worry about it. I will gently, with like my little pitty pat paw, break the seal and read the letter.
I didn't even wait for the guy to finish his sentence before I opened mine.
Yeah.
Here is the letter.
Violet's already looking at the letter. Question mark? Looking at the letter? Oh, God.
Does any player wish to read the letter, or shall I?
I mean, the
Does either
quality
Shark
isn't
or
the best.
I'll do it.
Mark got it? Okay.
Hail to thee of might and valor. I, a lowly servant of Barovia, send honor to thee. We plead for thy desperately needed assistance. The love of my life, Irina Kolyana has been afflicted by an evil so deadly that even the good people of our village cannot protect her. She languishes from her wound, and I would have her saved from this menace. There is much wealth in this community. I offer all that might be to thee and thy fellows, if thou shalt but answer my desperate plea. Come quickly, for her time is at hand. Of that I have... All that I have shall be thine. Koyen Ilyat Drivovich, Burgermeister.
Yes.
Burger Master?
It's Virgo Master, but yeah, it sounds a lot like Virgo.
I heard Burger Master would say Burger Master.
That would actually be like a Burgermeister is the
Hamburger
leader of a
helper.
bird.
So does that make the guy who gave us the letter a hamburger helper?
I mean, that sounds great, and it makes me hungry for a burger.
Uncle McDonald's in Barovia.
But JD, you're exactly right. A burg is an area of land, and therefore the Burgomeister is the master of the burg.
Right. Violet sighs, like, and then she just drops the letter and kind of like brushes her hands off and goes back to the bar.
You actually don't, because you go to do that, you go to drop the letter floats up and appears back in your hand. Then, as you would have been going, as you step towards the bar, a mist begins to fill the bar, and both Muse and Violet find themselves isolated from the other patrons and employees as the two of you are sucked into the mist.
I mean, the fuck.
Say, Violet kind of tilts her head, and then she just laughs, like in glee, like a maniac.
I do have a thing.
Whoa.
She just goes.
Shoot. I don't know Spanish. I have to go look up Spanish phrases at some point. Then, if I'm doing this sticky bit of Spanish bit.
Madre de Dios.
Ayúdame.
Well,
Dios.
There technically is no Spanish in D&D.
Oh yeah. I mean. I'm doing the accent. It kind of feels right, rather than saying "Nani the pizza"
dialect
in
of common.
Spanish accent.
That's right, dialect of common it is.
Do you guys see the fog?
Yes.
Yes. I say Violet would be like,
Sick as hell.
such trickery reminds me of home. And just laughs.
Yeah.
The fact that you can use gifts in Roll20, I really like that.
I can't think of what to say, and all I can think of is Shadow the Hedgehog dying in like the game, and him just going, "Damn, not here."
That's mine.
On to our next scene. At this scene, which is for Bancroft and Zephyr.
And by the way,
Sorry, I'm gonna whip you.
if you guys are still familiar with like my naming
Go
theme, yes, that my
Maybe
character's
try and
name
get
is
some
on
food.
that theme.
Do you want me to turn this down and you can just sleep on the bed?
Yeah, Gâteau. Gâteau literally means cake.
Yeah, but
Let me see.
also the first name Zephyr is
Have fun.
a sort of like Russian dessert.
Also, Eastern European.
Hoping it's really
Okay.
good. I don't.
So,
Me too.
Named Cake Man.
Okay, so before we get to what is actually happening in the scene, Bancroft, why are you heading towards this mysterious group of strangers?
Oh, is that part of the whole thing that's something new, or is that what we were talking about before?
That's what we were talking about before.
Oh, okay. Great. Yeah, let me pull that. I gotta check for it. Oh. Basically, I've heard of travelers that were causing some trouble in the area. So, I picked up news in the previous village, and I've headed towards them to investigate what's going on. To make sure that they're not causing any harm to the locals.
Similarly, Marcus, why is Zephyr interested in these local troublemaking strangers?
I can say it now, right?
Yeah, you said that.
Okay, cool. I'm here because I've heard some whispers that these strangers might have had some dealings with the undead. So I'm here to see if any of that is true.
On that note, do you make it a secret what your own personage is, or is it do you tell people? Is it known?
It is unknown. Like I let people figure it out for themselves. like I don't exactly. It's not exactly a secret, but at the same time, it's you can figure it out if you look at me the right way. Like, yeah.
Alrighty. As the evening grows dark, you guys are not coming together. You're coming down two separate parts of the road, two different parts of the road. As the evening grows dark, you see a dozen men and women gathered around a crackling bonfire. The folks are in good spirits. A few of them sing and dance around the fire, while others find happiness in their flasks and wineskins. 3 barrel-topped wagons are parked at odd angles, tied to a nearby tree. Grazing are a half-dozen draft horses wearing bright coats with bangles and tassels. Zephyr, when you approach from the east, you see this, but also on the far west, you see someone who does not belong, who's also arriving around the same time as you. Bancroft, very similarly, you coming from the west, you see this group of strangers, and also an isolated stranger coming from the east.
Curiosity piqued, obviously. Continue into the village.
Not so much a village, kind of a camp.
Or into the camp.
Yes.
Campsite. Anybody take notice of me coming into the campsite?
Yes, in fact. A group of them wave at you, and they're happy to have strangers and visitors, and they kind of point you towards this fellow.
Daddy?
Not everybody can be a daddy. I mean, I guess they can be.
Everyone could be my daddy.
Yes. So you are both waved towards that guy. He goes, "Welcome to my camp. It's nice to see you. I am Stanimir. These are my people. Welcome, welcome. Don't worry, we wish to make no enemies of you or your people. We may be a mischievous lot, but we'll be moving on soon enough. I take it you're here because of noise complaints and the like."
Similar. Yes.
Is he talking to both of us?
Yes, to both of you.
Yes. I heard of some misgivings and have taken it upon myself to check things out, make sure things are on the up and up, of course.
Marcus, would you be direct about the undead, or more like more hush hush about it?
I would say similarly to this fellow over here. I'm here investigating things going on about in a what would I say of the supernatural sort.
Stanimir fills his mouth with wine, then spits it into the fire. The flames turn from orange to green. "I have a story to tell you. First listen, then we go.
Now, he mentioned supernatural, and my ears perk up as well.
As the fires dance and sway, a dark shape appears at the bonfire's core. We come from an ancient land, whose name is long forgotten. A land of kings. Our enemies forced us from our homes. Now we wander these lost roads. A dark shape in the fire takes the form of a man, being knocked from his horse, a spear piercing his side. Stanimir continues. One night, a wounded soldier staggered into our camp and collapsed. We nursed his terrible injuries and quenched his thirst with wine. He survived. Then we asked him who he was. He wouldn't say. All he wanted was to return home. But we were deep in the land of his enemies. We took him as one of ours and followed him back toward his homeland. His enemies, they hunted him. They said he was a prince, yet we didn't give him up, even when the assassins fell upon us like wolves. Deep in the bonfire, you see the dark figure standing with sword drawn, fighting off a host of shadowy shapes. This man, a A royal blood taught us to protect us, as we protected him. When we bore safely to his home, and he thanked us. He said, I only remember. Stay as long as you wish. Leave when you choose, and know that you will always be safe. The figure in the dancing fire vanquishes its final foe, then disperses in a cloud of smoke and embers. Stamir's face becomes a somber mask. A curse has befallen our noble prince, turning him into a tyrant. We alone have the power to lead his domain. We've traveled far and wide to find heroes such as yourselves who end our dread lord's curse and put his troubled soul to rest. Our leader, Madame Eva, knows all. Perhaps she could answer. But do you agree to help us?
That's a noble question. Where are they?
Marcus?
I'm like, I do some thinking. I'm like, well, I only really came here to do like some investigating. But if it's
I'm the young man, you know this is. I heard you talk. This is what you want. You know it.
If it is undead you seek, there will be plenty of it where we go.
Where do we go?
Whoa! I didn't say anything about undead.
Sorry, he would have said supernatural. I apologize. That was a Kyle mistake. I apologize. He would have said, if it's the supernatural you seek, then come with us. Yes, I apologize.
Okay. Oh, I thought that was just him being like knowing more than he lets on. Okay.
That would have been cool of me if I did that. Oh wow.
But yeah, I'm like, okay, all right, you win. Yes, I will come with you.
With that, he throws something into the fire, and the embers turn into smoke, and the smoke begins to curl around you. Bancroft and Zephyr, you also find yourselves
In the fog.
Alright.
Huzzah!
Our next scene. Oh, I do have to fix something. That's not here anymore. And now...
No!
Check.
No!
Alright.
I don't count gypsies.
Alright, so... next section is here.
Kyle, why do you do this to me?
Wes, let's start with you. Why are you here? Obviously, you're not in the forest yet. You are outside the forest, so ignore what you see on the map. Yes.
Well, do you just want me to straight up tell you why I'm here?
You can say as much as you want, or you can just say I'm here for personal reasons. Like, you don't have to say anything at once.
Okay. Well, my character is currently, like, whistling at the forest, being like, here boy, come here. Who's a good lad? Who wants to play fetch, maybe? Just saying that into...
Who are you trying to play fetch with?
I mean, a werewolf, of course.
Oh, yes. Okay. Of course. I didn't even... Okay, I'm dumb. Yep, got it. Cool. Yes. And similarly, so we'll put you on, like, different paths. So, like, you're coming into the forest here.
I'm not good at whistling, but I'm doing the whistling of, like, when you're trying to call a dog.
Cedar, why are you at this forest?
I'm probably gonna be like... I think I'll take the chest form, you know?
Okay.
I am just wandering the countryside right now. And I'm trying to get a meal right now, so I'm literally just waiting for, like, a squirrel or a rabbit to come by. I'm just, like, chilling out in chest form. Probably against a tree, honestly.
Alright. Yes. what would I say? Cedar, you would notice this hippo man approach, but he wouldn't notice you. Well, actually, why don't you roll me a stealth check with advantage? No, not with advantage. You're a chest and a force, so not advantage. Just roll me a stealth. Yes, very good. So, the hippo man does not notice you. However, since Coulette is whistling and trying to play fetch with possible animals in the woods, the hippo man would approach Coulette. Hey there, you are you, what do you, are you, I asked for help and they only sent one of you. What's going on down there? I asked for help and they send one? I need like a whole party, I need groups, and they send one of you?
George? I'm sorry, are you with the font of knowledge?
No, I'm out here and there's these werewolves I'm trying to take care of down there, and I'm trying to get rid of them. And they are over this forest, and I don't know how to. And I asked for help. I put out a plea, and I assumed you were no. Were you not summoned by the plea for help?
I was sent here. I didn't know we were supposed to be dispatching them. I was just told about werewolf attacks.
I think that this isn't behind this might be Brit.
But only one of you. Why would they only send? Oh, all right. I don't. JJ, hearing this, would you make yourself known?
Werewolf attacks.
Dresden would take a step back and just be like, What's that down there? What are you doing?
Rod gonna be long enough?
I wave a tentacle at him.
It doesn't matter if it's brick behind this, really, because you're still... Were you trying to, like, take this off? Well, I was gonna say, well, you could probably clear it.
Jess, I can hear you guys. If you could mute yourself, please. I don't, are you also here for the werewolves?
Well, I saw one a few days ago.
I'm not used to dealing with no
Does it
talking
screw
shit
in,
down
or
there.
what?
He's got 3Ds.
Okay, so here's my question. One, is it going to...
Intelligent creatures.
Okay, so yeah, so you're...
Speaking of which, do you have any chicken or beef or
If I
something?
take this off,
Sausages,
and I could put it on this side.
food, eggs.
He
You
does
could
pull
also-
out some jerky, and he goes, it's not alive
do it
no more,
into
but
the-
I give you this and you go on it.
frame. That's wood, even if there's brick behind it.
I use my tongue, like my adhesive tongue, and just kind of like lizard it.
You notice that as you try to take it, his palm is open, but the meat doesn't give it first. Like, you have to tug it out of his open hand.
Yeah, but I meant the slightly better.
Yeah.
So that would, I think
I'm gonna look to the mimic and be like, you're an odd one. I didn't ken what you are.
Inside or outside? It's up to you.
Well, if I keep the door,
Mimic. I've
this
been,
isn't gonna
you know,
fold.
wondering
I was originally just gonna put it up.
find a nice meal to eat. Not you,
to
though.
take the door off.
Which is going to be a pain.
Oh, this.
Well, when I first came here, this was wrong.
JJ, I don't know if it's your mic or the way you're positioned or whatever, but like half your words are breaking up.
Oh, weird.
I mean,
Let me
well,
adjust.
just as the door off.
I was just saying that I was trying to get a bite to eat out here, and this fucker keeps on trying to
Can you do
withdraw
it without breaking it?
friggin' jerky from me.
That's a really
Wait,
good
bro,
question.
no meat now,
I'll let you know when I have an answer.
I got trouble giving, and I'm better at taking, down there. And so he takes his other hand and he pulls it out of his one hand and goes to give it to you with his other hand. But again, when you go to take it, again, there's a little of that pullback, but you do get the meat.
I'm confused. I'm confused.
Good meal. No.
Do I have to take the screw out and all that?
All right. Yes. So you've heard these dreaded words of the werewolves, spoken again and again by nearby farms, merchants, and adventurers.
Unless you have to take that screw
The
out.
hamlets nearby have
you know
fallen
what?
prey to a pack of werewolves that spill out of
Would you
the
use a
mist
screwdriver?
of the misty forest on nights of the full moon. Cloaked in crawling mist that
Tricked
seems
me.
to follow them wherever they go. The beasts spread death and mayhem, combat for Werewolf Menace with a little success. I don't know. I don't know if the three of us can handle it, but we can certainly try.
Maybe the bottom one?
Was there a bottom one?
I suppose.
Oh. Well, I don't have the right bit for that, though. Oh, well, if that works.
I was kind of thinking they might have been friendly
There
werewolves or something, since they had only sent me.
Okay. Door is locked. Let me fix the other bit now.
Can I have survival from Colette and Cedar as the three of you wander the woods?
Okay, here I go. Like I said, it hasn't been a good time here in the wilderness.
I got a 12.
There ain't shit out here.
I can see why your character's starving to death.
I will have Dresden see how he does. He's also not good at
Fix that, making it worse.
Let me just shove it
Go
up there.
into a town and order a steak dinner.
There you go.
She's up there. There we
Dresden.
go.
Oh, look, you fixed it. Perfect.
I see some marks on that tree over there.
Okay.
So maybe we
So,
go that way.
do you want to handle this?
Yeah, there's a try.
I'm gonna shove it in there.
Hold it and have it slowly
We can
descend.
try. As I'm like, jumping along and it's just.
By the way, Kyle, I don't have control of my token, if it matters.
Do it again.
Just drag it from my character sheet, please.
I thought I fixed the one in the character sheet. I thought I fixed both. Yeah, I'll drag the one from the character sheet. Let's see if that works.
Why is it so small? Why am I so small?
Yeah, it was because I preset up these maps with your characters on them, and so therefore they wouldn't have the associations. That does make sense.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now I can't make you bigger. It's not dragging. There you go.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So.
Excuse me, ma'am, what'd you do with the screws?
Fine.
Oh, they're right there.
Gamlier.
Just tree it down.
A pack of 20, no, 30, no more
it comes with
werewolves
That's pretty
jump
cool.
out of the mist in the woods.
I don't know if I can deal with
Well,
these in all the way. I'm cool with that, I guess. They should be well.
Joe, look a bit crabbit.
Oh. You probably could get away with getting it into the wall then. You can do it on the other side.
Hi.
So I'm gonna do it. I might actually have him go in the middle of the doorway like I was gonna.
As the werewolves jump to pounce on you, I would not see this dexterity saving throws from all three, with you two and me.
Tragic. I got a 6.
So both Dresden and Cedar jump out of the way of the werewolves. Colette, you are pounced by one of the big one of the big
So,
leaders.
when you say Cedar and Dresden are fine, do you actually mean Coulette and Dresden are pounced on?
Yes,
I got the
exactly
same-
right. Sorry, yeah, I was going by, I read the survival for some reason. Yes. Only Cedar is fine. Dresden and Coulette both get pounced on, and you feel the drool dripping on your face as these two werewolves look at you.
Firebolt at one of them.
I'm gonna try to stab the one that's on me.
The second you go to stab and firebolt, and Dresden tries to cast a spell himself, you find yourself shrouded in a mist. The werewolves not going with you. And you find yourself...
I'll take it.
And then our last one, I don't have a map because JD, I didn't know where you'd be prior. So why don't you narrate where you are before, like, yeah. Oh, you're muted.
Yes, indeed. So this is prior to the mists taking me?
No, just what you're doing prior
Perfect.
to this adventure.
Perfect. So I think Alexandra Krasinski has made a name for herself as a doctor. Not because she is a doctor. She is super not. But because she is one of the few people in this village with medical knowledge, I think. And she's also hard strapped for cash. So I think she is in like a small cottage that is on the edge of town. She is mixing medicinal herbs. And like in this cottage is proof of kind of her attempts at self-sufficiency. And next to the herbs that I think she's like crushing in a mortar and pestle, there are a series of books open. And one of them, they're in various different languages. But the one that she continues referencing is not a book on herbs or the properties or any kind of medical knowledge at all, but rather a book on poorly understood entities. Because she's searching for something. She demands a sign of something that has been haunting her her entire life. And she thinks she's getting close to finding it again.
Why don't you roll me either investigation or tinkering? If you have tinkerers,
Yes.
I would assume you would.
Let me. So yeah, Tinker's Tools comes with being an artificer, so I do have that. And that is intelligence.
Yes.
So I am still like in the midst of building this character because I didn't have it set up beforehand. So bear with me here. I think her intelligence modifier is +3, but I want to talk to you about stat creation. So that's going to be this plus. We're level 1, so +4.
Yes. +4. Okay.
So that is an 18.
The different experiments you have set up on the table, and you're multitasking. You're also flipping through the book while you're like gauging these experiments, and you have like a eureka moment. You've done it. You finally figured it, and then the fog rolls into the room before you can collect the data from your experiments.
Pardon me, did you say urethra moment?
Eureka.
Okay, that's not what I heard.
You heard urethra moment.
Can you see
this is different. Yes, I think Alexandra like feels the fog surging in, and she gives like a shriek, but not of fear. It is of joy.
Yes, there is a difference. The things that happen around Barovia, they call the mist. This is specifically the fog. And instead of a wet feeling like the mists have, a wet, cold feeling, this is a magical feeling, an excitement. And excitement is very rare in the doldrums and the mundane that sink into Barovia.
Alexandra, like, I think is too shocked to move out of fear of, like, startling the fog into leaving again.
You just hear... Hi?
Yes. Yes, it is you again!
Yes. Hi there.
Hello, my love. Have you come to stay?
No, I have people you need to meet.
You have people. Anything, my love.
Okay.
Tell me and it shall be done.
Right away. And you know that this creature, I don't know if he's actually said his name to you, but his name, you know from like just like the messages, you get the feeling of what his name is. His name is Goth. Goth the Fog.
Goth?
Gof.
Gof, gotcha.
As in fog backwards. And so...
Oh, I also thought I heard Goth the Fog, and I'm like, that name sounds so metal.
He, after saying, I have some people for you to meet, you get, there's a swirl of arcane energy. And...
Oh, my herbs! She dives to collect the bowl.
There is no time for experiments now.
Ah!
And you also find yourself in the mist. You guys, as a group, all 8 of, well, 7 of you plus me, do see each other one by one, like a plop, and then like 5 seconds later, a plop, and then a couple seconds later, a plop, and so now there are just 8 of you in the mist. There's no landmarks. There's no trees. Just the mist. It is cold. It is wet. It is dark.
So I just show up manically laughing.
You see a wet cat. A very upset wet cat.
I don't think we're in the forest no more.
This reminds me of the tricks I used to play at home.
Also, I'm sorry. Huh?
Oh, right. Are any of you werewolves by chance?
I hope not.
I do not think so. I think I am just a cat.
Not today. Not currently.
Shit, fuck. Ignore me on the chest, right?
Fucking chest, what the fuck?
I'm gonna look at the rest of the group suspiciously that I didn't already see.
Also, Jess, I would like to just share this sound effect for you. I posted it.
Oh, I was expecting you to play it. I was like, what's going on?
I don't have the audio to do that too.
Now that you're all in the mist, though, we're going to look at those D100 rolls. Because always you feel a bulge in your pockets. And that is a bulge in your pockets, and you're not happy to see me.
Let's say.
A gift from my love.
Hands. Ah, get it off! Get it off!
Oh, yes. I guess technically, yeah. Magically, Cedar, you're wearing pants for a moment. You were not wearing pants before.
No.
He feels something stuck in between his teeth. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, so whoever has that list,
Yes.
Chuck, who was the first person and what was their number?
First was. Did you mean the first person who rolled?
Yes.
Okay, first was Violet with 33.
Okay, Violet, you reach into the bulge in your pocket and you find a little black book that records your dreams and yours alone when you sleep. You know intrinsically that's what this book does. It is an empty book now, but that's what it will begin doing.
I wonder if Mother gave this to me. Weird. She hasn't left me a gift in a while.
Second one, Chuck.
JD with 39.
JD, you find in the teeth of Cedar's teeth, like a bird cage, into which small birds fly. But once inside, they never eat and they never leave.
What? I had that in my mouth the whole time. I've been looking for
What is this doing in your teeth, small chest?
I don't know. I was this close to food the whole time.
How curious.
Literally under my nose.
Shuck, third.
Was Bancroft with 52.
Okay, Bancroft, in your pocket, you find dice made from the knuckle bones of a notorious charlatan. You know that they look like dice, but you know they're made of knuckle bones. And you know they were they were an evil person's knuckle bones.
So, you can tell because they are stained.
Shook, 4.
Was Zephyr with 64.
Okay. Look at all
Item
the
is added to my
people.
backpack.
Corey pops in. Corey pops out. Sorry, what was that, Shook? Zephyr with?
64.
Zephyr. You find, and this one's personal to you, a switch. Let's say, I don't know. A belt. A belt used to discipline you as a child.
What the fuck?
What?
Again.
What?
Excuse me?
That.
You remember your parents or your adopted parents or whatever you had, they used to spank you with this belt.
This isn't a gift, this is a threat.
Like your Nosferatu dad, he's like, I'm getting my belt.
Okay, Shook next.
Next was Muse with 31, so it's me.
Right.
You also get a belt.
No, it's a spray bottle.
You find a teacup from a child's play tea set. It is stained with blood.
Hold up. I'm writing this down. Hold on.
You better eat that blood.
And I will react.
Chest that eats blood? Fascinating.
What the fuck?
I'm hungry.
What the fuck?
It's either a child who eats blood or it's the child's blood. One or the other.
Then it was Cedar with 10.
Oh, I thought we already did Cedar.
No, we did JD. Was the first one.
Did you hear JJ?
I heard JJ instead of JD. Okay.
I think everyone did.
So we're gonna switch that then.
Sorry.
JD, so who are we on now? This is JJ now?
This should have been JJ, yes.
Yeah, so before the bird cage went to Alexandria.
Yes.
It's already on my sheet, so that's good.
Okay, good.
Maybe Alexandria is just like, oh my god, it's a mimic. Better go and expect it. Hey, look, a bird cage.
Look at this bird cage in this chest's teeth.
No!
I must inspect this for science.
I'm gonna keep that flavor then. Cedar.
Funny though.
Cedar, one of your belongings is in Alexandria's pockets. So what did JJ roll?
10.
A 10.
Could also be in my teeth.
I thought it'd be funny if you both switched objects. And so he found the bird cage in you, and now you're gonna find your item with her. Alexandria, in your pocket, but you know it's not yours. You find let's see, Cedar. This is a necklace of someone who the wizard who you knew. The wizard had a sibling, and the sibling died on the day the wizard was born.
It's their necklace.
It's your uncle or aunt's necklace, basically. Yes. So your wizard creator, their sibling, who's dead.
Okay.
It's like stuck on her boot or something.
Could it be from good old Pappy Mahogany?
So Kyle, would you like Wes's number next or yours?
Let's do because I don't super matter.
Okay.
Let's do Wes.
95.
Wes. Coulette, in your pocket, you find a tiny clockwork figurine of a dancer that's missing a gear and doesn't work. So you find that gear, and you'll have a working figure.
So it's a little dancer?
It's a little clockwork dancer.
It's a tiny dancer? Hold me closer.
Oh, you took my joke.
That's about everyone's jokes tonight, man.
And it's missing a gear?
Classic comedy.
Gear, yes.
Okay.
And then what did Dresden get?
66.
66. Dresden pulls out of his pocket a music box that plays by itself whenever someone holding it dances.
Does it play Tiny Dancer?
Doesn't dance, but if the holder dances, then it plays.
Ooh.
I will add the music box to Dresden's inventory.
Come on, dance, dance! Dance, magic, dance.
And you get you all get like a telepathic message that's like a gift from the land.
Well, it's funny.
Not much of a gift, and I just slide it in my backpack.
Eagerly accepted, my love.
I think this is an acceptable gift. Perfect.
I also love we didn't have to change anything. We rolled 8 D100s and we didn't get anything in the same brackets. So very cool.
Mine is so thematic for who I am as a person.
Mama, very nice.
Alright, and I mean I'm not much of a dancer now, but I shake it and it makes the good music.
I I make better music.
And the mist spit you out in the middle of a forest.
Yes. I don't know how many lives I have left after that one. Holy fuck.
Towering trees whose tops are lost in heavy gray mist block out all but a death gray light. The tree trunks are naturally close to one another, and the woods have the silence of a forgotten grave, yet exude the feeling of an unvoiced scream. For those of you that were in the woods, these are not the same woods you left. And for those of you who were in buildings or whatever, you see no buildings around, and these are not like any woods you know.
Werewolves? These are some weird ass ones.
We got attacked by like a horde of them.
And you live?
Yeah, there's a horde of werewolves.
I believe the term is death. Plus, she's gonna like lean in really uncomfortably close to this toothy chest. How would you survive a pack of werewolves?
I'm not hallucinating a box talking, am I?
This was a chest full of teeth. If it did not speak, I would be more concerned.
Yes. I've been around the block, and, but we were attacked by a group of werewolves. There's like, I don't know, 20 to 30 plus, maybe. They pounced on that dwarf lady and that hippo guy.
I'm the hippo guy here, and I don't know what's going on, and I'm at a loss.
You have been carried here so that you might fulfill a purpose. All of us have.
This.
You like
A porpoise. Like a dolphin?
I'm not a porpoise, I'm a hippo. Get it straight.
What? I was not referring to you, but very well. Hypo. Oh.
This tree looks very interesting.
I'm going to.
She breaks off a piece and like puts it in her mouth.
I'm going to like tuning my ukulele, and then I go, let's try this. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to cast message towards Violet to see if my spells work.
The spell does.
You just, yeah, you just hear in your head, testing, 1, 2, 3.
She kind of stands upright and looks at you with like a little bit of glee, and she's like, she pulls out a leer and goes, testing, 4, 5, 6.
It works! Let's go! Magic spell work here, let's go!
She tries to match your tune.
I turned Russian. Nico, my cousin!
my accent is too powerful, it can't be resisted.
That's her.
It is. I also got too used to Russian accent for something else, sorry.
Dresden looks at Alexandria and goes, "Are you a science-looking lady? You know how we get down? You know what's going on down there? You know what we up to?"
I know enough to know that we should not stay in this forest for long. Much lurks between these trees. We should find civilization.
Any chance it's werewolves? Would you be willing to help a lass out? Maybe.
What is your obsession with werewolves?
There is much in these forests worse than werewolves.
Mega werewolves.
Are there fae?
Do you think we could use them to fight the werewolves? That's what I'm supposed to be doing.
If there is something that's dangerous out there, I believe we should run. I hope to be out here.
Say Violet starts knocking on the trees and peeking around for fae creatures.
It's a big amount of people. You have to be careful not to step on each other. And
Sorry.
just be careful.
Alexandra turns to Violet when you ask like fae, and she says, "They have never known these forests to be wondrous of that sort. No."
Bancroft goes, which direction you feel we should head, ma'am?
Alexandra looks up and confidently says, "They don't know."
You do see as the group looks around, the forest seems to bend and like move. And as you say, you're looking for civilization, or you're looking where to go. The trees part, and you see a road.
But the forest always provides. Follow. We stay here, we risk being even. Maybe.
You have to put time in.
Evil's not always bad.
Alexandra's gonna start walking towards the road.
Aircraft will take a point.
Muses falling slightly behind.
Question to the party. Which of us are garbed and or equipped obviously like fighters? Like, which of us look like warriors?
I mean, I've got some armor and two. I don't look like a warrior thinking about it. I just look kind of like a slightly prepared traveler.
I kind of like
chainmail, a shield, and a sword.
Leather armor with clothes. And I'm wearing leather armor under your clothes with a dagger that's sticking out. You can kind of see, but that's about it.
So Violet is wearing chainmail and is carrying a heavy glaive, and it looks like she's altogether too small for it, but also it fits perfectly, and she looks intimidating.
I would think from Violet and Zephyr.
What does Zephyr look like? What is his like appearance and like general like what is the impression he gives off?
Is it a he or a she?
I thought Zephyr was male.
Zephyr is a male.
Okay.
Zephyr, what are you wearing? And like, do you give like the appearance of a tough guy, or are you just quiet and like, yeah?
So I am wearing studded leather under my clothes. You do see that I am equipped with a rapier and a light crossbow. I don't think I have the look of a. Right now, when you say like a warrior, do you mean like the typical like vision of like a warrior, where they're like?
Well, I more meant someone who looks like they're equipped for battle, as opposed to like a traveler who might be ready for trouble. Because to give an idea, like Alexandra herself is wearing like obvious metal armor. She has scale mail on, but over that she has like this heavy cloak that is rather clearly stained with some old blood and a lot of like fluids of indeterminate origin. And there is Kyle, I assume I don't get to start with the pistol, or do I get to start with the pistol?
No. If it was like the starting equipment, you just get like the bow or whatever.
Yeah. So she has like a light crossbow strapped onto like a harness on her back, and a hand axe on her head. She looks, if anything, more like a woodsman who's run afoul of trouble.
Hey Kyle, can I ask you a question about starting equipment really quick? Because I looked this up and I just rolled with it, but I figured I'd ask you now because I didn't think about it before. Do I start with arrows too if I start with a bow or no?
Yes.
It's not like it's not like the starting equipment is like starting with a martial or simple weapon.
Yes, if you pick a bow of any kind, it comes with arrows.
Okay. How many arrows do I start with?
Probably 20, but are we going to be asking?
Are we counting arrows?
No, we're not. I was just gonna say I don't keep track of arrows, so 100%.
Okay.
Blank them out just so they're in there, but then I do not
Yeah.
care.
Cool.
That being said, if
Sorry.
there makes a point of like taking an arrow and like breaking it apart, of course.
Yeah.
Like if you guys get special weapons like silvered arrows or whatever, that will be a different piece to deal with. So.
Fair enough. I just figured
Appropriate, we might run out.
Okay. Correction. I am actually wearing a short bow around my thing. Then I probably pull that out of my bag.
So I think Alexander looks around at the group and says, much trouble will be found. But keep your wits about you anyway. You, and she looks at Bancroft, stay with me. Like having someone large and heavily armored with me.
And I'll stay back out of sight, out of mind.
I'll be in the middle. I can provide assistance if it's needed. Through magic. Yeah, very nice, very nice.
I can scout out if you'd like me to.
What do I know about this forest, Kyle? The Savannah Jewel.
College Forest is just kind of here.
I'm gonna roll stealth, by the way.
For clarity, Alexandra does not have any ranks in history or nature, but she does have a +3 intelligence modifier.
Okay. You know that we're living in these woods. As you mentioned before, the woods. You said before the woods find a way. It's very apt. They're want to get the travelers where they go, unless there are odds that ends with each other. But you also know that if you go into the woods themselves, vary from the road, that dire wolves, wolves, and werewolves and other such creatures live in the woods proper. But the roads themselves are semi-safe, semi-denatured.
Stray not from the path.
That'll be twice.
I've only told you once so far. I like a chest that listens to me.
I try not to, cause too much trouble.
I mean, if you don't want to, but I would like some help getting rid of these werewolves.
Oh, yeah. I got a firebolt with that name on it.
Werewolves?
I look at him and did you say werewolf?
Right. There were some werewolf attacks around these parts.
Oh, darling. You are not in those parts anymore.
Dresden does go, werewolves, and he points at the forest and he goes, they're wolves.
Whereas he just waves.
Can I guess this is mockery?
Walking.
Can I guess this is mockery out for that one?
You can, it has no effect. He's had too many people mock him, he's immune to vicious.
I'm gonna do that. You have to. If anyone cares to translate, they can translate themselves.
Oh yeah, the party knows that Violet does wander slightly into the front of the stops here. Okay. So you're not going into the forest, right, Violet? Just like the edge? Jess?
I'm sorry.
Oh, your text said that you wandered slightly in front and that you were stopping by the edge of the forest. Are you going into the forest or just like the edge?
What I'm doing is I'm going around the path like I'm in front of them, but I'm definitely like just stopping here or there to like touch a leaf or look at a bug or like whatever to like acclimate myself with the forest.
Muse's like hair is just constantly on like standing up right now. To anyone who's like looking at him, he's just like, oh god the fuck, oh god the fuck.
After about an hour goes by of travel, Wes, roll me a d20, please.
Okay.
I got a 4. That's a. It is.
An hour goes by safely.
You're welcome, everyone.
What the?
Hello, random encounter roll.
Yeah, right? 2 hours on the road. Alexandria, you get the sense that the forest, based on like where the forests are plain and like the stars in the sky. Also, by the way, the sun and the moon are both out at all times, and it's both like dusk and like morning at all times. Dusk and dawn at all times. It's never bright. It's always dim, and it's both morning and night at the same time. But you do get the sense based on the stars in the sky and where you're headed that the roads are probably pointing you towards the village of Barovia, where you're from.
Good. We are making good time.
I can like do a quick head count to make sure. Hold on, I need to do something. I need to check some really good form. I don't remember about Baxi. Hold on a second.
What was you doing?
She looks back, like, do a quick head count to make sure no one has gotten lost. And she'll declare, we are nearing the village.
The village of what?
My friend, have you ever heard of Barovia?
Have I, Kyle?
You would not have.
No.
This does not surprise me. Keep your wits about you, but do not make hostile moves. The people here are kind, but superstitious.
Have I heard about Barovia, Kyle?
None of you would have ever heard of it.
Bummer.
I do apologize. There will be parts of the book where the book just says, like, don't even let the characters roll for it. Like, they have no knowledge of this. And so I could let you roll and then say you failed, but I'm just going to tell you you don't.
Wow. GM Railroad. Yeah. It's all good.
Yes. So as the second hour goes by, Mark, roll me a d20.
Not bad. What is it, 18?
You're supposed to roll bad during these rolls, Mark.
Okay, now Mark, also roll me a d20.
Another one?
Yes.
Okay.
Mark. Your bad rolls are supposed to come out from these.
Werewolves.
That was a You want a second D20?
Yes.
That is all I'm
Okay.
saying.
See if you unlock the second d20. And your AC unlocks the second d20.
All I'm saying is if we fight werewolves, we can go back and, like, we'll be good.
The party hears not werewolf, like not band. Maybe
Yes.
like puppies or middle-aged, like adult wolves.
Were puppies?
Not were, just regular like wolf wolves. Are you guys gonna make an attempt to get run from them? You hear them approaching with their howls. You could confront them, you can run from them, you can try to hide. What do you think? What do you guys want to do with these wolves approaching?
Alexandra's going to recommend that haste be taken towards the village. Attacking the wolves here is likely only going to bring more of their kind down on us.
Oh, why is that?
Do you think wolves hunt alone, my friend?
Well, no, but if we get rid of these wolves, there shouldn't be any others with them.
Why don't you roll insight on that? Do that?
Yes.
Or nature. But yeah.
I rolled insight.
Nope. Oh, that's one. Yeah, no, if you defeat these wolves, you'll be good forever. There will be no more wolves left.
Yeah, we're good. We just beat these and it's a safe ride from here.
Alright, we are going to run from the wolves.
Yes, I think that's good. That's what
The local lady yes, we do.
I am. How far away does the village seem?
You're about halfway, so maybe another 2 hours.
Fuck.
It also means that there could be 2 hours more danger that could come. So.
But the reason I said that is if it was close enough, I 100% would have used my feline agility to run 108.
Let me ask you, Kyle, is it a reasonable inference for Alexandra to make that the wolves here are not endurance predators? If we do run from them, they are unlikely to get chased for long?
Werewolves, I would say like werewolves and direwolves would make chase. Wolves would rather go in a forest filled with apex predators. wolves are actually more towards the bottom totem, so they would not chase. They would go.
Incredible. What Alexander says is, do not worry. If we enter the territory of a dire wolf or werewolf, these are unlikely to fall us.
What about the werewolf or dire wolf?
We will cross that bridge when we get to it, but for now we run.
I've often used such beasts in the hunt. If need be, I could handle them.
Muse is booking it.
Yeah, for the viewers at home, I turn into a cart.
I will grab Cedar and I will book it.
It's a small cart.
Small or medium cart, just to clarify.
Medium cart.
I will panic and just see two struts appear next to me and just grab Cedar and run.
Jess, you were saying? What did you say, Jess?
I said if need be, I've handled these beasts before in the hunt. If we get into trouble, I might be able to help.
Let us hope it does not come to that, but
Can
keep
I
your
have-
skills at hand.
We're going to use initiative not for the purposes of actual keeping combat fight, but as a measure of like whether or not you can outrun the wolves. So please, everybody, roll your initiative to see if the majority. It's like it's an average thing. So if the majority of you beat the wolves' initiative, you outrace them.
Dios mío, I hope we don't fucking fail it.
There, Mark.
Oh, that's easy.
How do you do the custom
What would you roll?
how do you do the custom initiative modifier in Beyond?
What do you mean?
If you have the extension, you can click the Beyond 20 and push use dexterity for.
So ignore that second one, I'm trying to mess with stuff.
How many we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of you. That is all of us.
Wait, is it? I wrote 2 rolls in there, ignore the second roll.
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
Sorry, I meant this stuff.
I'll do.
Yeah, trying to remember how I roll total.
Say if someone
Beyond
had
20,
the
it's
initiative
in there,
tracker up,
so.
we could have shown.
Apologies, I'm messing with
All right. So let's see here. We have.
tracker.
Let's see. Let's count passes, not failures. Colette passes. Zephyr passes. Violet passes. Alexandria passes. And Dresden passes. 5 out of 8. So, that means that you do indeed outrun the werewolves. The party finds that as they run along the road, as slick as it may be, they do hear the howls begin to dim and get shallower and lower until they disappear altogether. After running for that hour,
You are quite a talkative cart. I appreciate it.
Crack your long legs. If we keep having to do this, some of you here are done in.
JD, can I have a D20, please?
Of course. That is exciting.
No random encounter, but you've reached a point of the road that the party catches the scent of death on the air.
Ooh, exciting.
And you do notice that the woods create a secondary path. The party would get the sense that the primary path would continue to the village. The secondary path, you don't know what the forest wishes to show you.
I guess I'm gonna look to the tour guide, or look for any maybe spirits that can help out. But I'm guessing I probably don't see anything along those lines.
Why don't you roll me a religion check for that spirit thing?
Miss Ward, do you have a name?
Turn back to a chest.
I think it's an 11.
Nope.
Sorry, not 11, 6. No, the 6 would. No. Violet, on your 11 perception, let's see. The only thing there's no like sounds, but you know that the scent of death is when you like face that direction turns into a taste of death. You can taste like the ashy, decaying flavor in your mouth when you look down the path.
And
I
this,
mean, it's intriguing. It's not like a negative one. It's not like a warning, but it's definitely like a this way lies something.
say, I've walked many paths, and the freshest scent is not this way. This way lays death, perhaps a graveyard, or not a fresh kill. Perhaps we may not want to go this way.
I did get 15 for my perception as well. That whole stuff.
Yes, at 15, you do see footsteps heading that way, and they are semi-fresh. They're not like brand new, but they're like maybe like a day or so.
Fresh tracks over this way.
I would also allow Alexandria to roll an insight if she wanted to at this time.
Ah! That's a natural one, my man.
Beautiful.
You think that that path is scary, and you should head towards the village.
I think that Alexandra is like making an effort to not look shaken by this. But she's not good. She's never been good at hiding the way she's feeling. So like you can see her eyes widen and like her nostrils flare when she says, "We should keep moving. There is nothing interesting over there, probably."
That just makes it sound like there's
Muse has
something
not been hiding his terror this entire time. She's like, yeah, I agree. Let's go that way. Other way. Yeah.
The adorable cat has the right idea.
And so on the last, Alexandria knows to be the last hour of travel. Marcus, please have a d20.
Alright, here we go. D20, go.
Oh,
Next one. Oh boy.
That's actually, this is a bad time to get a nat 20, which I think they should make the tables the opposite that, if you ask me.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, generally it's weird for random encounters because it's the same in Pathfinder. The higher you roll, generally the worse the thing you'll find.
Ah,
Heroes, ancient red dragon.
You're pulling a mark.
The way they trigger, as an example, it's like, I'm not going to give you the literal numbers, but it might be like 15 through 20, a random encounter happens, 1 through 14, no random encounter. And then you roll the second roll to see what it is, and that's where you're right. The higher the number, the worse the encounter. So yes. But having known that, Marcus, please roll me a second one to find out what the random encounter is.
a second and 20.
Give me 20, please.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go, D20, go. Oh my god.
The party.
Werewolves. Werewolves.
Hey, remember what I said about the wolves not chasing us if we walked into the territory of a dire wolf?
You hear.
We're just saying, yeah, tired.
Wait, hold on.
We're just saying, yeah, dire territory.
Kyle's dying.
Not dire wolf. You do hear.
Zombies.
I have one of those.
Alexandra moves her hand to her crossbow.
Sword and shield sword has been out the entire time.
It is possible that we are already surrounded.
This place fucking sucks.
Back to back.
I do love a good fight.
I should. Okay, I will blood my ball.
Circle up.
Have to
Back
follow.
up.
We should probably deal with these things. Zombies tend to be a bit of an issue.
And this.
Look, keep you all healed up. I am very scared right now.
Alexandria would also have the thought that you're pretty close to town at this point, so zombies could get into the town, so that's maybe something to think of as well.
I say we should.
Yeah.
Sandra, get an idea of
You
how
should
many
run.
there are.
Hey, since you asked that question, JD, why don't you roll me?
A D20.
Might not be a bad idea.
I am trained in both investigation and perception.
Oh, no. Why don't you roll me a D8?
Oh, fuck.
While this is going, I will run really quick to get to
7?
JDY.
You hear 7 distinct voices. One goes brains, one says brains, the other one says brain. All 7 say brains, but they say it in slightly different pitches and tones. So you would count 7 zombies.
Brains?
Like them between us and the village, or further from the village than
You
us?
hear 3 of them to your left, 3 of them to your right, and 1 behind you. So the village is technically open if you wanted to try to book it, but you could also fight them since they are semi-surrounded.
Could we... How... I guess, is there a way to know how well we'd fare against 7 zombies with our party? I don't want to, like, metagame CRs or anything. I just want to know if this is, like... Should we fucking run, or... Could we
How deadly of an encounter does this feel to our characters?
Exactly. That.
Muse thinks like impossible fight.
7 does feel like
Aircraft is ready to fight.
Well, in fairness, there are 8 of us.
There are.
So would that be 1 per zombie almost?
One.
That is
How we strategize?
Muse doesn't like the odds at all, so
So
he will fight, but he will not like it.
why don't you guys, anybody's free to roll it. Let's see here. I would say either history, religion, or arcana.
They're all the same.
That is a 15 for Alexandra's Arcana. Ooh, look at Cedar over here!
I'm smart as fuck.
Wait, it was Arcana, religion, or what?
History.
Arcana, religion, or history.
Is my darling
I remember a lot of
gonna
things.
see in the book at some point in this
I like to know stories, so I remember a lot of things. Says the one who knows Arcana.
Since this is about a creature, I got advantage on it. Yay!
Both of which are in the ironic is both of which are in.
Shit!
Nerd.
On a nat 20, these are, as they approach, you start to see silhouettes. These are hulking monsters. These weren't like bakers who were zombies. These weren't like candle makers. No, these were fighters, warriors, barbarians that are now zombies. You get the sense that 7 of them versus 8 of you would be harsh as fuck. That's what you know on a nat 20. On the 17, 13, dirty 20, 15, very similar. These guys are big and bulky, and it would be real tough. If not, yeah.
Right.
But everyone, even if there's more of us than them, this fight would still be pretty tough.
As much as I'd like to take y'all down, the discretion is the better part of valor.
Let me out. Let me out.
We go to give warning to the village. We run.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they're zombies. We could probably, like, jog. Just, like, walk slightly fast.
On that, why doesn't everybody roll me a dexterity ability check? So dexterity roll, and I'll have these 7 zombies do similar.
No, notoriously a thing zombies don't do that.
Oh,
Short
that
legs?
is
Can't I do athletics?
I think quickness is typically a dexterity thing.
But we're not dodging.
Or dodging.
That'd be acrobatics more.
Well, that's why I took the. That's why I just straight up rolled the thing.
It wouldn't have mattered to me either way.
We're fucking good. We're fucking dexterous.
Yeah, I got 9.
I'm not trying to measure your strength. I'm trying to measure your quickness. That's why.
This is the worst feeling. Is like my dex rolls have been absolute shit. What the fuck? Mark, did you give me your
Man,
curse?
you're a kitty cat guard. This is what
Maybe
you
for
should be
tonight.
good at.
out what my 7 got on average first.
They all roll 20s.
I mean, it's Kyle, so probably.
Oh my
easily
God.
okay.
They were zombies of a circus performing acrobat group.
Oh shit.
No!
Strongman and a clown, fire breather.
Let's put not the flying squirrel division.
You guys have a 17, 19, 16, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of you pass, which is more than enough. Law of averages, it's hilarious. It worked out exactly. The average of their rolls was a 10, which is what it should be statistically.
Oh my god.
So, okay. So, you guys. Oh, hey, funny thing, real quick, as a little side note while we're talking. Real quick, we go back here. I put these tokens in the system before you guys rolled your d4s, and it just so happened that Zephyr and Bancroft, the two on the left, were together. Then Cedar and Kulit were together, and then Violet and Muse were together. Complete, and the only two that weren't that way were me and JD. But the point is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters. I put tokens in that order, and you guys rolled the numbers you rolled, which I think is fucking awesome.
Peace.
How our encounters would work with it.
Yeah, the way you guys were ordered in terms of werewolves or the letter or whatever, you were already
Gotcha.
way on my map.
Oh, okay.
We got away by tricking Dresden and he got devoured by zombies.
It got devoured. No.
Oh no, the hippo man!
You arrive
Never you there.
This has Dark Souls vibes.
Alright, I'm gonna transform into one of those statues, guys.
You are a shiny replica of those statues. This is incredible.
This
when you get
man,
here,
finally try look different these days.
when you arrive at these gates, the mist spills out of the forest and swallows up the road behind you. Ahead, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, are high stone buttresses looming gray in the mist. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. 2 headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you with only silence.
Thank goodness.
I'm
As
sorry,
you-
Kyle. You said the gates were closed?
They are, but as you approach, the gates open, welcoming you.
Everybody inside.
This door open to Neil's Tempest.
And I will stand by the gate to make sure
The song.
everybody gets inside and left.
As the party steps through, the gates close behind you. Alright. It is a block of...
I look out the gate. Do I see the zombies coming towards the gate?
No, because what you see is that the mist moves right up into the gate. So the woods are gone, the zombies are gone, all that's out there now is the mist.
Oh.
Don't worry,
As
that's
wording
normal.
as the
It
zombies.
just happens.
That's
Can I-
normal.
Can I throw a rock into the mists?
You can do, yeah.
I throw a rock into the mists.
It gets to a certain point, and then it turns around and flies back.
Oh god. Okay. I'm gonna do my best to dodge out of the way. Like, how? How
Look
much?
when you're behind the gate, so it does, the rock clatters against the gate and falls to the ground. It's about another 45 minutes or so to the village, but the walk goes by, this side of the gate is safer, so no random encounters on this side, and in-universe, you know that you get the feeling that this part of the road to the city itself is safe. We move into Village of Barovia. Alexandria, your hunting grounds. You know the village fairly well, as that's your residence.
For the time being, you are safe.
However, the party solid ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestone. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence except for mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance. You'll notice that the houses are mostly boarded up windows. Let's see. And you notice that, like, yeah, similarly, there's not smoke coming out of most of the chimneys. Only like of the 100 buildings here, maybe 5 or 6 of them seem to be active.
Hey, Kyle.
And somebody say something?
Yeah.
What's up?
Violet immediately looks around for interesting or sparkly things, and she got a nat 20.
That's really unfortunate. We can maybe figure something out, but there's specifically nothing sparkling. This is basically, this town is monochrome. It's in black and white. Everything is gray and dark. It is, yeah, there's nothing shiny. But what I will say is, interesting wise, you notice that these smoking buildings, there is active buildings here in the center. There's active buildings in the northwest, as well as the southwest. Nothing on the eastern side of town. But you do notice, in the middle of the street, Violet, you're the first to notice this, a pair of children are the only people in the streets, and even then they're running fast, and you might not have caught them if you weren't paying attention. But the streets are barren and empty except for these 2 kids who are darting in and out of alleyways.
That's all look creepy. Acknowledge.
I'm going to not listen to my party on this one. Hey, what is the wee lad and lass doing out here? I mean, they're just little wee ones wandering about.
They're suspicious as fuck.
That's a pretty brooch you have.
So what if they need help?
Oh, that's a good point. You said sparkly things. The kids are, what they have. The one does have a brooch on that's made of gold or platinum. Now in that 20, I will actually just specifically tell you where the activities are. When you guys begin exploring, I'll hold that nat 20 to give examples. But okay. So then,
Also, Muse will give Violet inspiration just because, wow, amazing vision. Such view, great eyes, wow.
The kids look up at you, the one who's complimenting them, and then also Kulat, who's inquisitive, and
they attack us.
We're gonna stab Colette in the kidney and steal her fucking coin first.
Damn.
Oh, that little bitch stabbed me!
They both appear to be whimpering. The children appear to be, the older one appears to be probably about 10, the younger one about 7. After shushing the boy, the girl turns to you and says, there's a monster in our house. She then points to a tall brick row house that has seen better days towards the northeast. Its windows are dark, and it has a gated portico on the ground floor, and the rusty gate is slightly ajar. The houses on either side are abandoned, their windows and doors boarded up. Can you help us with the monster?
So Violet crouches down and she goes, I love monsters. What kind?
Is it a werewolf? I've been looking for a couple. Yes, because I get paid if I defeat some werewolves, I guess. I thought I was going to try to make friends with them. I guess I could also make friends with them.
And I say, also, I'd be more than willing to help for that shiny little brooch you have there.
You're not really going to,
You're not
really going to try to get a thing off a kid. Right?
Muse will walk up to these kids and goes, fear not. We will take care of any monster that dare threaten a child.
For the shiny
Where
little
is your
brooch.
house again?
What if the monster is also a child?
Then it is a monster. We deal with monsters.
That seems awfully close-minded of you.
Bancroft heads towards the house,
And you know what that? And you know what? I'll run away from anything else. You know that damn well. I'm still going to try to help these children. All right? Jesus fucking.
Violet, Zephyr had said, Zephyr, you said that she wouldn't ask for payment from a child. Is that what you said?
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, come on, these are. This is obviously like, you wouldn't want to take whatever little belongings they have, would you?
Well, they have a brooch and I don't. I don't see what the big deal is. It's shiny. I like it. And they need help, and I love monsters. It seems like a good deal for both ends.
I guess there's nothing wrong with broaching the subject.
Oh my god.
Say, I'm not taking it if they're giving it freely.
You are asking for this payment.
I would ask for it whether they wanted something from me or not.
Daddy, I'm going to this house. The rest of this house.
Yeah, I'm like, are we doing
Did
this or
the
not?
kids say what kind of monster it was? I did ask them.
Oh yeah, no, they would go, we don't know, it scares us too much. We haven't been back in the house since we found out there was a monster down there. And we
Can I do an insight check?
yeah, it doesn't.
I mean, it sounds like bullshit.
The soft spot for children.
Just having to run around the street.
On a 10, yeah, these seem like innocent kids who honestly need help with a monster living in their basement or something like that.
Sus.
Us, yes.
Well, Honeycroft is there, ready to kick the fucking door in.
Yes, it sounds like most of the party is willing to go. So,
But Violet is standing in front of the kids, staring at the brooch.
yes.
With a talking box, you know, gives you that, etc.
The little one, the little boy, looks up and like sucking his thumb, and he's like, maybe mommy and daddy will give you a different brooch, not sister's brooch, but a different brooch if you help.
Can I take one thing from your house if I like it?
As long as it's not in our bedroom, we don't care.
Usually gotta come back.
It's a deal. She sticks out her hand to shake.
Yeah, the little like 5 or 7-year-old reaches up and shakes her hand.
She shakes his hand and she twinkles a little bit. Is it dark?
Oh, it's always dark. Yeah.
She shimmers what appears like moonlight, and then she winks at them and goes in the house.
Never put me in the thing yet.
I was going to say we could get you something pretty, but oh well.
She skips to the door and hums a little bit, happy with her deal.
Let's see what goods we can get from this house. Let's go. I mean, let's go help these children.
Yeah.
You're all deplorable.
Down the street.
I mean, I didn't ask for payment. I wasn't expecting to. I feel like
Muse wasn't expecting a payment, but he was expecting to steal from the house.
The party finds. Yes.
We're on the weird
Finds-
house image.
Yes. It looks like a normal house from the outside for the most part. There's a dark alleyway to the left, a dark alleyway to the right, and then your actual party will start down here. Once I move towards the building.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Now, was the mage armor on? I don't think they would have ran for 8 hours.
No. It's only been in the zombie time, right? So it's only been.
Werewolf.
Oh, the werewolves.
It has been 8 hours.
Yes, the regular wolves.
No, you're fine. Yeah, it's only been like two-ish hours since the werewolf.
Okay.
And since we entered town, it has been 10 minutes, has it?
No, it hasn't been 10 minutes since now.
Yeah, cool. So, yeah, Violet still has inspiration.
Nice.
I'm trying to remind you, so neither of us forget.
Woo! I put that I have inspiration, but I won't always remember how much.
Yeah, and it goes away after 10 minutes, so that's the thing I'm trying to remember.
Alright, so.
You use it.
Party finds itself in the front of this house. A raw iron gate with hinges on one side and a lock on the other fills the archway with stone portico. What can you see? Like a front porch. There's a front porch with a gate.
Alexandra is going to look back. The children follow us here, or are they still back in town?
They follow you like to the front, but they're like the older one. Oh, they didn't introduce themselves. Sorry. The older one goes, I'm Rose Durst, and this is my little brother Thorn Durst.
You from Limp Bizkit?
What?
What?
You said Durst. Okay.
I get it.
Okay, Limp Bizkit.
I guess I'm too old. Okay, fine.
Yeah. No,
I got it.
Durst. I just didn't get it at the time. So they go, so we're gonna wait out here. We don't like to go in there with the monsters, so we stay out here.
Do you have a key to open this gate?
Mommy and Daddy keep the keys. We don't have keys to the house.
Alright, don't you worry.
It locks?
You go over to the gate, and the gate is indeed unlocked.
Okay.
As you open the hinges,
Lovely.
oil lamps hanging from the portico by chains light up as you step through. Hanging on the south wall of the foyer as you enter, which is
Bancroft is taking the forms.
Hanging on the south wall of the foyer is a shield emblazoned with a coat of arms, a stylized golden windmill on a red field, flanked by framed portraits of stony-faced aristocrats. You would guess the Durst parents. But it's faded and you can't really make them out. Mahogany-framed double doors lead from the foyer to the main hall.
Also, Kyle, I do apologize, but I had made a new token, which means the one that you posted in here also doesn't work for me. But I did put in the updated token, so just delete the brown border one.
That one, yes?
Yeah, get rid of that one.
What a bastard.
I know, I'm a monster.
I noticed there were two of them and I was confused.
It's gonna happen forever. So when we finish the session, remind me which is the correct token so I can permanently fix it.
Okay.
Alright, so we move into the main hall.
So, okay, who are the people who are supposed to be in front? That it, like, meta planning wise?
Probably me.
I am Bancroft. Bancroft is in front.
I would be one of the first people.
I think we can see that Bancroft and Violet are, as they stated, the most heavily armored of all of us.
I'm assuming you'll want me to reroll stealth, but I mean, I am rogue. I will scout out, and I'm more helpful than this rogue is far more willing to be helpful than Lamb is.
Well, you could hardly be less.
I don't know. Oh no, now.
Lamb is a female dwarf. Surprise! I was Lamb.
He pulls out a mask, it's a gnome. Pulls off another mask, is a dwarf. Pulls off another mask, is a tiefling.
Now I am the shapeshifter.
Suddenly I'm an old man. Ah! Just fucking around.
What a bastard.
But yeah, I'll roll stealth.
Yeah, you can go first. I have no problem with that.
I will too, just so I can throw away people.
I got a 9.
Alright, clink, clink, clink.
I was not worried about stealthing anything because I'm in chainmail and stealthy.
I think I'm also going to try to roll stealth because I feel
Stealthy ones are in the front. Yeah.
I'm feeling particularly sneaky right now.
Alright, well.
My attitude for this was, kids are in trouble, I'm going to help them.
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit about stealth because, well, they already saw it. I know there's something in me.
A wide hall runs the width of the house with a black marble fireplace at one end and a squeaking red marble staircase at the other. Mounted on the wall above the fireplace is a long sword with a windmill worked into the hilt. The wood-paneled walls are innately sculpted with images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs.
Neat.
sorry, five doors in the staircase.
Can I check out this room? Do you want perception?
Yeah, go to perception. Perception or investigate. Oh, depending on what you want to do. Just general look, perception. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just see if there's anything maybe worthwhile here. Goddamn, only a 10. I am not rolling well.
Yeah, you don't notice anything.
Okay.
When is my nat 20? Did we already use it?
No. The nat 20 would be on exploration of the village.
Now,
Okay.
Perception on the village. But now we're in this house. So when we come back to the village, that's when I'll be like, hey, here's
Oh,
where
dear
we can.
weapons.
I know I did roll poopy on this, but like there is still the weird windmill longsword that you pointed out.
Yes, that is available, and you do notice.
I would like to at least check that out.
I don't know why I just. I only got a 10. I don't know why.
Muses and Bancrofts, on Muse is nothing important. Well, sorry, on Bancrofts nothing important, but Muse and Cedar both notice that those patterns I described that are vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs. Now that you're paying attention, you notice that mixed in with those, and actually predominantly among those, are serpents and skulls.
Oh, it's
Lovely.
Style I am just spelling it well. I'm trying to be my best, like, chest form that I can.
Seems there's more to this than just meets the eyes.
Transformers.
Yeah, exactly.
Transformers, snakes and skulls and eyes.
Don't make fun of me.
The sword is mounted to the mantle, so you could, with an athletics check, try to pull it from the mantle. If you wanted to, or you just wanted to look at it, you can roll investigation.
You did promise not to steal from me.
Did we?
No, we did not.
I made no such promise.
The only thing that was promised was you wouldn't steal anything from the kids' room. That was what the
Well,
agreement was.
they said don't take anything from the kids' room. But if it were for some reason to make its way by itself out of the kids' room and into the hallway.
That feels like you're stealing from the kids' room with extra steps.
Steps, yeah.
Yeah, like, come on.
Alright, I got
notice-
a 12 to investigate the longsword.
The windmill matches the windmill on the family's crest that you saw the coat of arms before. But the longsword itself isn't like a masterwork or made of silver or anything special like that. It does appear to be a regular longsword just stamped with the family's symbol on it.
Okay. Well, looks like just a regular longsword to me.
Which door does the party approach?
I choose the leftmost door, because that is my consistent option, unless anyone opposes me.
No, that makes no sense.
I also go counterclockwise.
North before south, left before right, down before up. That's
Alright.
what I do it.
The hippo is posting up guard?
Oh, yes. No, he's coming. He's following mine. He's left. Okay.
What?
You find a...
Get your act together, boy.
The dining room. The centerpiece of this wood-paneled dining room is a carved mahogany table surrounded by 8 high-backed chairs with sculpted armrests and cushioned seats. A crystal chandelier hangs above the table, which is covered with resplendent silverware and crystalware polished to a dazzling shine. Mounted above the marble fireplace is a mahogany-framed painting of an alpine vale.
Mahogany.
The wall paneling is carved with elegant images of deers among the trees.
Not bad.
I just realized something. I literally created prop hunt. Damn it.
Oh yeah. That's why I said I will give you advantage on stealth if you turn into something that makes sense in that room.
18 on perception?
What?
18 on perception.
First thing you notice is that again the paneling, which was just deer with trees, actually among them, there are twisted faces carved into the tree trunks, and that wolves lurk among the deer. Also on that, you notice that the curtains are made of silk, and that there's tapestries on the wall behind the curtains. So some of the curtains are over windows, but there's also curtains over a tapestry. The tapestry depicts hunting dogs and horse-mounted aristocrats chasing after a wolf.
Is the tapestry of value? Are we stealing everything that's not nailed down from this home? I guess we should probably figure that one out. Did they just give us free reign to rob the shit out of their house?
I would not.
They pretty much did, but in character, you don't know if you're going to run into the parents at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough. Okay,
Let's
so
complete the mission first.
we'll note it of value, and then we'll ask the parents later. We'll see if we can maybe,
What role do we have to do in order to figure out how much things are worth?
Yeah,
I think if Alexandra sees Culette reaching for the tapestry, she'll say, "It is unwise to make an enemy of people in this community. They are a tight-knit bunch."
That's what I'm talking with the party about now. Is like, what's the party's stance on what we're doing here? And I very much agree with once we find the parents, we'll haggle with them. Maybe note down what's of value. See how much their lives are worth, so to speak.
Well, I was promised one item of value of my choice from the house, and I'm going to stick by that agreement.
They never technically said of value. They just said one shiny thing in the house.
They said I could choose something as long as it wasn't in their room.
Yes.
The value is up to me.
The thing you choose might not end up being a value.
But it'll be of value to me. That's what's important.
Yes, of course, yes.
I never made any such promises.
You also notice that there is a door. The door leads back to the main hall.
Yeah.
Full circle. I turned into one of these chairs in this room.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Cool.
Yep. So check out this mini one. Mini one.
That is a spell book with all sorts of spells that range from level 1 to 5. Oh my god.
Let's see here. A cloakroom has several black cloaks hanging from hooks on the walls. A top hat sits on a high shelf.
She looks at the hip bones and is like, "One of yours?"
Not one of mine, but mine's getting old, so maybe I'll take a new one down there. I'll get a new hat for myself. Looking dapper in this new town.
She motions towards the hat.
Dresden would keep it in mind. Like he knows the party's not stealing right now, but Dresden will make a note of it.
What did you say was in this room? Sorry.
Five black cloaks and a top hat.
Okay.
Can I do just for sense of purpose, just ritual detect magic?
Okay.
Or kind of like
In the main hall, the cloakroom, and the dining room, nothing is magic.
Can I shift through the cloak's pockets if they have them?
Yes. These cloaks are pocketless.
Gross. Immediately loses interest.
they are ladies' cloaks.
I was gonna say they're ladies' cloaks, yeah.
After that, they have pockets.
They're not even made of silk. Ugh.
Alright, next one. This one
Is this a pooping chamber? Looks like a pooping chamber. Or maybe that's a chair, a weirdly shaped chair.
I mean, it looks like a toilet and a desk. This is clearly the workroom. You work where you poop.
So what's weird is that I think that's a wash basin. I think it's a sink.
Okay.
Yes. The kitchen is tied with dishware, cookware, and utensils. A work table has a cutting board and a rolling pin. A stone dome-shaped oven. And yes, there is indeed a sink.
Are you sure that's not the oven? That seems like it might be the oven.
Oh, that is the stone dome-shaped. Yes, that is the oven. Thank you.
Violet looks in the oven for children.
Room has the sink, which we'll get to eventually.
Jesus.
Violet looks in the oven for. Is that what you said, Chase?
Yeah.
For what?
For children.
Children. Delicious children. What is this hand?
She quirks an eyebrow and is like, it's really not that uncommon.
Transform.
Now I'm in oven.
You do see a regular door at the back and a tiny small door at the front.
Is there anything in the oven?
There's nothing in the oven.
It's disappointing, but okay.
Okay. I'm going to open the tiny small door. The tiny small door appears to be a dumb waiter.
Oh.
Well, that's rude.
I know, it could be a smart waiter.
Right? A 2-foot wide stone shaft containing a wooden elevator box attached to a rope. You don't know where it goes. But it looks like if anybody or anything is small, it could fit in there.
Stares at Cat.
I have an idea.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, so we'll take a break.
All right.
Bathroom break!
I'll turn into a delicious turkey meal. Nice. Dumb waiter me up and I see if there's anything up there.
I was just gonna say an empty plate, but that also works.
You'll plot into a
It
what?
could be small. I could do medium or small, and I'm like, I don't think I can like do empty plate. I guess I could do like a pot or something. Like a
There you
stew
go.
pot. That'd be weird. I feel like turkey dinner might be like the best.
I mean, a turkey dinner really isn't small either. That's like tiny sized.
Yeah.
Like
well,
a small sized
yeah,
turkey dinner is like
close
it would be
enough.
like this big. Like you can't actually see the bottom
Big
where it would
fucking
be at.
turkey dinner was.
Like that is an abnormally large turkey.
I could turn into like a stew pot or something.
I guess.
I could
Here, I'm gonna be back as well.
There you go.
We're having a drink.
Anyone but me understand how strange that course of action is.
Yeah.
No, just me? Okay.
I'll have you guys know that this is pretty fun, basically playing prop hunt in D&D.
Hey man, kudos to you for pulling that off. That's insane.
Kyle and I workshopped at the Mimic race. It's like, well, I don't want something too overpowered. I basically labeled it off of Changeling, and we just changed some stuff around. I think it might be a little bit better, mainly because we gave it a bite attack for D4.
Oh.
You get stealth, dark vision, a bite attack. You get the shape changer ability.
And it's only of objects of small or medium size, is that right?
Yep. We did that because you can't do anything bigger.
Yeah.
Basically, like dense and small sized items, and like that could work. So I don't think it's compared to some of the homebrews. It's not broken. Jesus.
I mean, dear God, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, okay, if you grapple something, if something touches you physically, they're grappled, and then you automatically do a D8 damage that scales up, max being 6d8 damage. I'm like, no.
Well, that seems silly.
Yeah, I'm like, that's too good. Sir, what the? Hold on.
It's a cool green screen thing, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and bad news, if anybody wanted to steal the chandelier, someone in the chat claimed it. So I think the person in
Damn.
the chat gets the chandelier.
Someone in the chat claimed the chandelier. I
Yes.
love that for them.
Yep. Damn. It's a guys do it, so I guess it's up to them. They get to steal it or not.
Yeah, beep boop, you get the chandelier, so mark that in your inventory. someone vacuuming right now? What is going on?
That is a good question.
No, what the hell is vacuuming?
Wes?
It looks like Wes.
I mean, I guess it's good to stay productive, but like, my man.
Dude, we only got another like what, 40 minutes to the game until our session's done.
I mean, I guess if
35.
that's what he wants to do on his
Oh,
break.
dog had an accident.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess that's what the dog did with their break.
That's what the dog doing.
That just proves that since JJ responded, that proves they can hear us. So we can just start playing while they clean up the dog.
There is that.
I'm just kidding. We have a Jess back though. Marcus, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, so then yes, it is Wes and JJ.
Stop Pringles.
Open the other
Not
door.
sponsored.
Jess, while you were gone, Beep Boop in the chat claimed the chandelier. So unfortunately, you cannot. If you decided to, you can't pilfer the chandelier.
I am the chandelier.
And Dresden is definitely eyeing that hat. All right, and there's a JJ.
Yo.
Assuming it hasn't been 10 minutes yet, just still got inspiration if you ever do things.
Wes, are you there?
Wes doesn't count.
Wes is coming. I won't that didn't work.
Sounds like a private matter.
On a dumbwaiter and like, it did roll pretty good for my stealth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna transform into. Kyle, would you say a turkey dinner would be small?
Unfortunately, a turkey dinner would be multiple items, but the dead carcass of a turkey is an object, and therefore, yes, you could turn into a dead turkey.
Cool. I'll do that on a platter.
Are there any vegetables in the kitchen?
You have to take a platter from the kitchen because you can't turn into a platter.
Like they're connected. It's laying on it. I'm like, oh no. Feels like I could. We're pretty malleable.
I'll tell you what, roll me an Arcana check, and if you roll high enough, you can be the platter and the chicken.
He has been this race for less than a session, and we are already arguing over the semantics of it.
It can turn into the turkey dinner and platter, or just the turkey itself.
Oh, that sounds typical.
Now, before we send him up or anything, could we put? Is there a platter here we could put him on?
We just rolled an Arcana check to see if he could turn into the platter. So he did manage to turn into both the chicken and the platter.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, I know that's shenanigans. I love shenanigans, and so I'm okay with it.
I mean,
Understandable.
Well, it's like the most fun class ever. It's dumb. I love it.
We haven't even used a single class feature
We
yet.
did good work, Colin. We did good work.
Before you go on the dumbwaiter, because I think Colette was looking at that back door, so I will tell about that later. So that is a...
Oh, I was gonna wait for everyone to do their shenanigans. If you want to do it now, that's fine.
I'll just describe it. It's not a big deal. It's a pantry. The pantry... where is it? Oh, all the food in the pantry appears fresh. There are fruits and vegetables. Yes.
Violet takes food and starts putting it on the platter to dress him up so that he looks
There's
normal.
food in the pantry?
Yes.
I would like to take some of the food.
Are you... Okay, yes, you send it up. Because it only goes up. From here. Obviously, if you're up, you can go down. But you can't go up. So, we send the thing up.
I got a 21 for myself. I did do advantage because like I'm a plan.
That's fair because are food inside of a dumbwaiter. Yes, I would give you a major dumbwaiter.
Well, he's a platter. I put food on top of him.
Yes.
We're really working it. We're
Well,
so
it,
I need to check which way the dumbwaiter goes. It goes to that way. All right. Let me reveal. For only Cedar, but you'll all see it. Only Cedar.
I pretend I do not see it.
Cedar, you are now on the second floor, and you are in a wooden box, and it's dark.
Can I see even though I have dark vision?
Well, yeah, but there's the dumbwaiter door's closed. You open the dumbwaiter door.
Slyly. Yeah.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
Got it.
Right.
That chicken's raw as fuck. It's fucking raw! It's fucking raw! It's fucking opening dumbwaiter with that raw!
Yeah, I don't think that did it.
I doubt it.
There we are. Okay, so you are now. Dumbwaiter goes to
Pantry!
an undecorated bedroom. A pair of beds with straw-stuffed mattresses. At the foot of each bed is a footlocker. And that'd be messed up if it was tiny. Tidy servants' uniforms hang from hooks in the adjoining open closets.
Why the hell would the dumbwaiter go into the servants' quarter? It's gross.
Send them food.
Get the items.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of
Because they're hungry.
to get let back down. I'm not exploring the room or anything like that.
Oh, you can go up further. This is only the second floor. The house has 4 floors.
I'm gonna knock. Be like,
I don't like this. It's historically inaccurate.
Oh, we should have done, for each knock is the floor you want to go to.
Okay, yeah, that could have worked. Yeah, do a...
Well, one knock is first floor, 2 knocks is second floor, 3 knocks is third floor, so on and so forth.
We would have known that it, is a mold... It's, 3 stories tall?
It's the building on the outside was 4 stories tall.
Okay. I'll do... Yeah. I'll knock again.
Because you're in the corner, you can't see everything. But
Yeah, I'm not getting out, by the way. I'm just
I'm a full
Wizard.
grocery.
I've got wizard help.
you see the dusty cobweb-filled master bedroom has burgundy drapes over the windows. Furnishings include a 4-poster bed with embroidered curtains and tattered gossamer veils, a matching pair of wardrobes, a vanity, a wood-framed mirror, a jewelry box, a padded chair, a tiger skin rug, a fireplace. You wouldn't be able to, you can only see the head of the tiger skin, and that's it. You can't see what's on the far left side of it.
Cool. Alright. Knock.
Yes, and the dumbwaiter does not go up to the 4th floor. It doesn't go.
I guess they would try and then it doesn't do anything, so they...
Yeah.
I guess it wouldn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, they bring you back down, and you are now back to the rest of the night.
Well, second floor has a, servant's quarter. It looks like third floor is the master bedroom, and can't go further than that, so...
Sure. Well, there's a pantry here. If anyone wants to make a quick snack, I suppose.
Is there any...
Yes, there is meat. It's dried, so it can be kept fresh, but there is meat.
Yeah, good enough.
You eat the meat, and it is fresh, but it's tasteless. It tastes like nothing in your mouth.
Weird.
Blam. I just basically say like my tongue is adhesive like a lizard tongue?
Not for the purposes of doing stuff, but yes, for the
Yeah.
purposes of flavor,
Not
absolutely.
for cheating, but like
Yes.
it's my
Okay,
hand
there's
arm.
only one room left. It looks like Alexandria is on her way over there.
Yeah.
That's the room she's in front of, right?
Yes.
I think she's taking a cautious approach because she has an idea of, like, the kind of desperation that people in Barovia can succumb to.
Yes.
So I like to listen at the door if at all possible.
I'm gonna turn back into a chair.
Okay.
Watching
there
a chair
are-
toddle around on its own power is extremely disorienting.
I have a question. Like, does he have special abilities apart from his class? Because
What do you mean? No, what's letting him change isn't his class, it's his race. He's a mimic.
Yeah. We basically reworded changeling to be instead of people and voices, it's just like you can transform into objects. Mediums.
So he's a chest that can change into other objects as opposed to a fae that can change into other people.
I understand that, but I think they can only do that like so many times.
No, Changelings had that forever.
Yeah, it's as many times as you want as an action.
Okay.
Just take a full round action to do it. We never got around to me actually activating my abilities in game.
Which game were you a changeling?
The Fandelver.
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot.
Changeling?
You never used it.
I never
Yeah.
had a chance.
Lamb used it, but he always like went out of sight to do it because he was self-conscious about his shape changing.
Whereas you guys are going to seeing this chest change into objects every 6 seconds if it wants to.
I mean, the chest has teeth. None of us were of the opinion that it was normal.
This is the story material.
There is no sound in this room.
She's going to see if the door is locked, and if not, she will open it. Let us see what we get.
This oak-paneled room looks like a hunter's den. Mounted above the fireplace is a stag's head, and positioned around the outskirts of the room are stuffed wolves. There are chairs with animal furs, there's an oak table, goblets, pipes, and a candelabra, another chandelier, and there are 2 cabinets.
Does the room appear to be recently used?
It's not dusty, or this whole floor that you've been on is completely clean and tidy and nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me ask differently then. Do any of the goblets have like flecks of wine in them, or does the fireplace have a recently put out or possibly still going fire?
Let's see. No, no fire running, and no, like not recently either. And then the goblets are clean and empty.
I got a 10 on my perception to notice anything of interest, and if I don't see anything, then I'm gonna check out the cabinets.
Yeah, nothing of in this room except for the cabinet.
The ashes of this fireplace are cold. We should look elsewhere. If there is a monster, it is not here.
Cabinets?
They did say the monster was in the basement, but now you've been all around this first floor, and there are no stairs down there.
And the dumbwaiter didn't go down either, did it?
No,
Okay.
only went
Weird.
and even then, only went to the 3rd floor, not the 4th.
Maybe there's a secret of sorts somewhere.
It's not unlikely.
If anybody, let's see, for the cabinets, the east cabinet is locked. The north cabinet is unlocked.
When you say east, do you mean west?
Good point. Yeah, I've noticed several times that the book does that. I don't know why. I think they're assuming the book is like upside down or something because, yeah. So it's weird. North is to the left.
Question: is this a compass rose here, Kyle?
No.
Okay, I was about to ask if there was.
Because there's an S there.
I'm going to tell you the compass rose. I don't know why they would do that to me.
Yeah.
Is the compass upside? Oh, I don't see.
Just make. Why does it? Come on, Luke.
North is to the left. Alrighty.
Why would they make a compass with north is to the left?
Oh.
Okay. Well,
It's how the house is oriented in the town, right?
Yeah.
Now that being said, they could have shifted the map around.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, so now we know that east is up.
Yeah.
So this is the eastern cupboard. This is the northern cupboard.
Yeah. The northern cupboard is unlocked. The eastern cupboard is.
Anything interesting in the northern cupboard?
The northern cupboard holds a small box containing a deck of playing cards and an assortment of wine glasses.
I do not like any type of playing cards in D&D. I sure hope they don't have any magical properties.
Oh, Jonathan would be like, magic cards, I got that! And he pulls out his deck of cards and just starts dropping them all over the floor and fumbling.
Bingo games! You're dropping your cards everywhere. King of games!
Or sad little man.
Alright, can I unlock the other cabinet?
I'd like to roll me a thieves' tool check,
I absolutely would.
Is this related to our hunt for the monster in the basement, or simply because you enjoy larceny?
I mean, I'm not stealing anything, but I would like to see what's in here. Maybe give us some clues to what's going on.
Wait, can I do... Hold on a second. Wait. I want to see some... Before you roll your thieves' tool check.
Lady Alexandria, did you see a stairs to the basement around here?
I have not seen any doors that would lead downward, no. There seems to be an odd lack of...
Could I either give... the words... People, can I give...
Who that?
Yeah, can I give Colette the help action or inspiration?
Yeah, either one's fine, whichever one you want to do.
Well, I have proficiency with Thieves' Tool as well, so I will give the help action.
Okay.
Cool. I'm not sure if I can roll this with proficiency, but or with advantage, but I will try. If it doesn't work, then I'll just roll another d20.
Okay.
Oh, I think it did let me. Okay, cool. So I got a 22.
Okay. It does indeed open. They're inside.
What do we get?
Inside is a heavy crossbow, a light crossbow, a hand crossbow, and 20 bolts for each, so 60 bolts.
Wait, there's no hot cross buns?
Market? That's in the kitchen.
Remind me, Kyle, there were trophies of animals on the wall, right?
Yes. A stag, one stag, and several wolves.
So, Daddy's probably a hunter.
So, well, there's either going to be some kind of a secret passage to the basement, or we have to go up and then go down. Sometimes things don't always work the way you think they should. At least not in the Feywild.
Does anyone want that hand crossbow?
No.
No need
Unless
for such weapons.
Unless you're feeling the need for it, and for whatever we're facing, we should probably hold off on taking things until we find the parents of this household.
I think that if we need those weapons to defeat the foes, we could easily give it back if they question us.
Yes.
That's a valid point.
I think that Alexandra looks at the crossbow on Zephyr's hip and says, "Do you need the hand crossbow?"
I...
Can anybody wield crossbows?
I could. If I really wanted to.
I mean, any of us pros wouldn't be very good at it.
I mean, I would be. They're light weapons, I'm pretty sure, for hand crossbows.
You would need a pair of hand crossbows.
Yeah.
Unless someone has
rogues
dual
are
weapons.
rogues are proficient with them.
Yep.
I don't have another hand crossbow though. I just have a short bow.
I don't have anything.
Yeah.
You don't have anything.
I do have some stuff.
Yeah, the chest is a wizard, and therefore doesn't have.
Amazing.
I just like cough up a backpack. I'm like, oh, I have secrets. You got some books. I got the sack that's mine, and I'm not showing you. I got.
What was that about the secret book?
No, you know, my spell book, another book. I don't even know what's in
You
that.
have a spell book?
Yeah.
You are capable of fighting?
Sure, yeah. Well, kind of, in a way. I mean,
You are full of surprises, little chest who is now my chest friend.
He pops a mage hand and starts writing in his diary.
I don't have mage hand. I have prestidigitation.
But he does have several tentacles and a tongue appendage. So.
Yeah,
Is like mimics would have like tentacles that they could sprout, but I'm like using my tongue because it's funny.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, the thing that I was picturing is like, yeah, I can write, and he like closes his mouth briefly and then goes bleh, and like on his tongue is just a quill.
I do not know if this is impressive or terrible. It is both.
I'm proficient with calligraphy. It's just beautiful fucking artwork. It's like, wow, Jesus.
Truly, this.
What other kind of inanimate object shapes can you turn yourself into?
Can we not?
Gang, do we head up the stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless we want to double check for secret passages.
I mean, I already checked in all the rooms. I didn't see
I want
anything.
to do an investigation of the main room for a secret passage.
Was this where one of the paintings were? Is this a fireplace? What is this again?
This one's a fireplace. Yes, these things against the wall are fireplaces.
There's a tapestry behind one of the curtains.
Hmm.
In the dining room.
Yes.
Hmm.
Right, but that is also, according to the map, right up against the wall.
I'm kind of
Anything out here.
I'm also kind of curious about seeing what's upstairs. May I roll stealth to like sneak upstairs?
I think we were going up there
The
next.
strange chest with teeth did not see anything not hear anything upstairs.
Well,
I do not believe we are in danger.
the chest can only go in one room.
I ain't gonna get out and get, murdered.
No, yeah, for sure.
On your investigation, you don't find anything bankrupt. In the main hall, the upper hall, unlit oil lamps are mounted on the walls. Hanging above the mantelpiece is a wood-framed portrait of the family, which I have
Can you pop that up again? I accidentally clicked.
Baby. Oh, so cute. I can turn into her doll. I mean, it's too small.
There's a baby. How come those kids didn't talk about a baby?
No one asked about a baby.
We didn't know about a baby.
They mentioned that the monster was in their house. They only mentioned their parents when you started asking them for payment. It is possible that fear has clouded their memories. Or that there is something more sinister at work.
The father looks like a werewolf.
What?
If you
Elaborates.
Ooh, I can fight that. Then we can go home.
I think she's just playing on the stereotype because he looks kind of scruffy and.
I would say that I did miss a sentence here, so I will read it to you. Two sentences, actually. Their parents keep the monster trapped in the basement. And then also, there is a baby named Walter. There's a baby, our baby brother named Walter, in the third floor nursery.
Oh, okay.
So I did miss that sentence, and I do apologize.
Well, now we know.
Excellent.
That's why we're going upstairs.
Kept the monster, so the parents knew about them.
Walter.
Walter.
Our
yeah,
priority should then be the safety of the child.
You've got Thorn, Rose, Walter, and the mom and dad.
Well, it survived this long. I'm sure it's fine.
I
Already
hope it
know
has.
this room here is the servants' quarters with a closet because of our earlier look.
Mhm.
You do see a northern door and a southern door. And the stairs keep going up as well.
Don't you mean a
Sorry.
eastern door and a
And
western door?
western door.
Oh, these suits of armor right here.
I'm sorry?
Are these suits of armor?
Oh.
This is their stuffed animal.
Standing suits of armor flank wooden doors east and west. Each suit of armor clutches a spear and has a visored helmet shaped like a wolf. The doors are carved with dancing mutes.
I'm gonna turn to a suit of armor and chill out right here. Just imagine they're like doing their own thing and I'm just in the background like kind of crawling around and then transforming into random shit.
Based on where everybody's standing, I'm going to open up that northern door, or west.
Eastern?
I'm going to say north. I'm going to say north from now on. You can all deal with
This door.
Yeah.
Say, Violet's eyes light up when she sees him turn into a suit of armor, because he gleams a little bit, and is gonna go a little bit closer to him.
Let's just sweat.
I'm sorry, I'm like zoning out right now. It's late for me. I kind of been out of it right now. I think I need to go to bed. I'm sorry.
Alright. That's fine. Have a good night.
Oh, we only got about 10 minutes left anyway, so.
Yeah, sorry. I just not able to keep up right this instant.
That's fine.
Feel bad about it, but
Well, we have Dresden and Alexandria anyway for the last 10 minutes, so that's completely fine.
yeah.
What am I?
I
Chop
should
liver?
be up for,
In the corner.
hopefully I won't be exhausted for this shit next time, so.
For sure, dude. Take care of yourself.
See you guys. Hey.
This is servant's room. This is that one.
This looks like something of a library.
It's a library,
Office.
yeah. Red velvet drapes covered the windows of this room. An exquisite mahogany desk and a matching high-back chair face the entrance and the fireplace, above which hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Situated in corners of the room are two overstuffed chairs. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves line the south wall. A rolling wooden ladder allows one to more easily reach the higher shelves.
Interesting. I'd like to check this place out. I do like books, being a fucking nerd. Let's see. I got a 14.
There's a desk. The desk has several items: an oil lamp, a jar of ink, a quill, a tinderbox, and a letter kit. The letter kit, you don't need to write it down for letter kit is something, but the letter kit does contain wax, sheets of paper, and a wooden seal. The bookshelves hold hundreds of books on different topics. They would require investigation, and you could also investigate the desk for more specifics. So the desk and the shelves can both be investigated.
I'll investigate the shelves first, because I can afford that.
While he's doing that, I'll investigate the desk.
I will
Oh,
assist.
yeah. I finally got a good roll. Actually, not finally. This is like the second one.
Dirty 20.
I'll do it.
Kunai, you said bookshelves, right?
Yes, 21.
As you're flipping through the bookshelves, they cover topics of history, warfare, alchemy. There are several first edition collected books of poetry and fiction. Now, this is going to seem funny. While you're looking at the bookshelf, give me a different perception check.
Okay.
For reasons.
Because of reasons.
books.
I've rolled so many like 5 or belows tonight. The dice are not with me. Alright, doesn't seem anything of value though, you said. Okay.
Then as far as the investigation, Zephyr, you can actually roll with advantage because Bancroft was helping you. So let's see if you crit finish.
Sure, hold up.
Roll again.
20 is high enough though. Let's see. In the desk, there is a key. There's a key in the desk. Also, there appears to be some kind of lever.
Oh. Is it an envelope or can I open it?
No, a lever.
Oh, I just said a letter.
No, lever. Like you could pull it.
Oh, I guess.
Pull it, pull it, pull it.
Trigger.
I think I'm going to pull it.
Gotta, right?
You have to.
Right
Bancroft.
where Colette was before, but like is now turning around and saying, "Oh, I didn't find anything." This is.
You made darkness.
I definitely
Dark.
reveal. It's always doing that to me.
It always does that.
Yeah.
There is a door here.
Never mind about that not finding anything.
In that
snap.
secret room. The secret room contains bookshelves packed with tomes. More books.
Shiny crystal paperweights.
There's also a chest with clawed iron feet. The lid is half closed. Sticking out of the chest is a skeleton in leather armor.
Shiny crystal paperweights.
No shiny crystal paperweights.
Can I check the chest?
You can investigate the person, or the chest, or the bookshelves.
I'm gonna investigate the chest first, because I feel like it's trapped.
Can I also come in?
Oh yeah, anybody can come in. Absolutely. Well, I think we can share each other's faces. So yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna investigate the bookshop.
Okay.
Don't worry, Colette. I speak chess. I don't.
Colette, you were looking at the chest, you said?
Another dirty 20.
Right, Zephyr.
Hell yeah.
You notice that the chest was trapped, but that this skeleton apparently triggered the trap, and it was a poison dart trap. Let's see.
Weird that they just had like a dead body in their house.
Maybe they
It
don't.
wasn't dead at one point.
Maybe they don't check the room often.
Maybe it was the owners before them that had this, and they don't know anything about it.
The chest does appear empty though. The trap is triggered and the chest is empty.
They should have had an appraiser come in and like check for like random stuff, you know, like that.
Marcus, you said bookshelves?
Yeah.
Okay. It seems like these books are based on summoning a theme. Necessary necromantic rituals to a cult called the Priests of Osibus. Anybody wants to give me religion or arcana or both?
So what I'm going to do is, since this is this based on like the theme?
Is it based on what?
So is the check based on like the cult itself or like the theme?
Yes, it is.
Cool, I get advantage on this then.
I see.
Yeah.
Give detailed instructions on how to do that for our listeners.
I know so much about necromancy. My character's just like, yes, come to me. I mean, what's necromancy?
I'm going to start with the religion, which was the nat 20. On the religion, you know who Osibus is. I have a token here for Osibus.
Oh, the bastard. Oh. Gee.
Oh, that's a witch, I guess.
He's wearing shinies.
It's a kind of a lich, but it's like a natural lich. It wasn't a wizard or something who became a lich. It's like they were born a lich and they'll die a lich. Like they're
How? Does
You
that
can be
imply
born a lich.
does that imply there's a race of liches out there?
yes, they
Oh,
are.
yeah, which is fuck.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
That
Why couldn't we be one of those?
that brings up a lot of weird questions that I want to know, but I don't want to know.
It is very important sometimes to know when not to ask questions.
I need to ask them though. I want to ask them. How friendly is this person? Would they be willing?
No, they are like one of the most evil fiends imaginable.
Okay. Unfortunate.
Something. Okay.
No. On the Arcana side of things, we had a 21 and a 15. So Zephyr and Cedar, you're looking at these books, and you know that the rituals described are bogus and would not work.
Shit.
Like the information of like Osibus the demon or devil, like Osibus the fiend is correct, but the rituals described are fake magic.
Damn.
There is some screwed up crap going on in this house, and even then, they were doing it wrong.
Well, they must have summoned something if there's a demon in the or a monster in the basement.
I mean, we're also not sure if they were trying to summon them or if they just had these books. I mean, it's certainly suspect that they had them.
Did anybody look at the body?
We have not. I was actually going to ask if I could check that out before I opened the chest up.
Yeah, roll me investigation.
Quack. 6. It has leather armor.
Looks like a dead body.
Alright. I'm going to move that right out of the way, just kind of toss that over and see what's in the chest.
The chest was empty. We established
Oh.
that.
Okay.
But Zephyr, right as you go to discard the body, Zephyr would notice something and stop you. Zephyr, you find clutched in the skeleton's left hand a letter bearing the seal of a Strahd von Zarovich. I will now.
I wonder who that could be.
You don't know as of now. So let me see that.
Could this letter perhaps impart a curse of the straw?
Could this be the curse of no?
Daddy's very disappointed in you. He's not angry, just disappointed.
Wow, Strahd sounds like kind of a wuss to me, whoever.
So you can all see that now. Jess, you can read that.
Let's see if I can.
I
My most pathetic servant.
can read it.
I am not.
Hold on.
I can read it.
Guys,
My most pathetic servant. I am not the Messiah sent to you by the doctor. Alright, fine.
Marcus.
Nobody else will.
Marcus.
Oh, I thought you told me to do it.
just,
I
yeah.
did, then you said you couldn't read it.
I did not say that.
I'm sorry, Jess, I apologize. I thought you said I can't. I thought you or somebody else said I can't read that, so I apologize. Jess, I did that first. Jess, please read it.
My most pathetic servant. I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark posers of this land.
Powers.
Powers of this land. I have not come to tire you on the path to something. It's so curvy.
I can read it. I'll do it.
However, many souls you have bled on your hidden altar. However, many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms writhing in my earth. You see that you are cursed, your fortune spent. You abandoned love for madness, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired a bastard son. Cursed by darkness? Of that I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness? I think not. I much prefer you are as you are. Your lord and master, Strahd Vine Zarch.
Hey, gang. Hey, gang. Nothing against you guys. Whoever uploaded this thing uploaded a different version of it, I guess, because this isn't the version I have.
Interesting.
No, I got the point. There is one thing that I need to tell you that it is different. The one thing that I caught that was different was you say that you are cursed, your fortune spent, you abandoned love for badness, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired a stillborn son.
Okay, so they changed it from stillborn to bastard.
Yes.
This is
Very important distinction, I would say.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is probably a not triggering version.
Exactly. That's the thing. I think I accidentally got the not triggering one instead of that. Yes. But for the purpose of the plot, it was an important difference.
Yeah.
Well, that would make sense if there are 5 children in the photograph.
No, there are
only 3 children.
3 children and 2
Very well, 3 of them.
Yes.
But that is
Baby.
a distinct kind of like, stillborn.
Yeah.
Stillborn though, it's like it's big. Oh, it could have been a dark thing where it's like they take a picture of like, what they did in old times,
Yeah.
like, when they had, like,
Post-mortem. Yeah.
Yeah. Morning photos.
She is staring at the baby.
In fact, now that I look at the picture, the mother, the wife, does not look very happy at that kid, at that baby. She is staring daggers at that baby.
True. Yeah. So this might be the post-mortem photo.
It might also be between the 2 letters that it might have been a bastard and it could be both. Who knows?
Well,
Right,
you're the GM, and we got the letter. I don't think it's a quantum letter existing in 2 different states.
No, yes, no, I agree. Yes, the one said he sired a stillborn son.
Okay.
We do have a GIF in our party, so maybe it is 2 different.
Oh, sure.
Someone decided.
Alright, so are we good here?
Yeah,
We wanna...
we can call it a night after this room. That's where there's some fuck. You guys now have proof that there's maybe fucked up shit going on in this house.
Something a little bit fucky here, I think.
So we're staring at a skeleton who died to a trap chest, and we found books of necromancy with the stillborn son letter. Yeah, I sense something is afoot.
Yeah.
My keen adventuring senses tell me that not all is well in
Yeah.
Denver.
Yeah.
Something is afoot at the Circle K, dude.
I'm starting to think something might be off around here.
I'm starting to think these parents weren't on the up and up.
Interesting.
Welcome to Barovia, you sad fucks.
Alright, good first,
One more thing before you go. The stamp on the letter you just found is this one.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's the same.
Both Violet and Cuse have the letter they got, the 2 letters they got, that are also stamped with this crest.
You said meow meow meow. Here's my crest meow meow meow.
Interesting.
Verbatim.
Although those letters were signed by a Virgo Master, they were stamped by Strahd.
Interesting. Violet would.
You'd also notice the handwriting matches between Strahd's letter and the Virgo Master's letter.
Interesting.
Oh, snap.
Violet would point this out and be like, hey, so this is what happened before we were dragged here by magic. And these, she holds them both up, are the same handwriting and the same stamp. Dun dun dun.
He's the burger master.
I said this was a trap. It's bullshit. I said,
No, that seems normal and fine to me. No, it's super bad. It's super bad.
trust me. From some guy that can turn into a trap. It's a trap.
Does it turn into a bear trap?
It's a distinct point.
They wish to dissect you.
I go
That's
in
a
the
normal
room.